Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe where we are playing Liminality in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke the GM and we've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Everett, and I am first time shown Hui you as how I kind of pictured him.
You broke up a bit for me there. It's where
Yep.
you.
Oh, yeah, I'm Hui you. Haha.
Ah, there we go. Lovely. The packets are no longer lost. We've also got Lee.
Hey, I'm Lee. I play Gina.
Enough said. We've got James.
How's it going? I am James, and I play Alexi.
It's going good. James who plays Alexi. We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara, and I play Silver Liv, who has swingy hair.
Swingy hair.
Swingy hair. Oh, swingy hair.
Look at it. Look at it swing. Roy. Well, we normally have other people. Not today.
Not today.
So, previously, you returned from vacation, uh, got settled in back into Rado's apartments. You looked for some real estate, that's right. You wanted a landing slip with a warehouse in the dock area. Alexi, you also want your own kind of apartments, maybe? Although, now that this place has got a map, maybe it's not looking so bad, I don't know. You probably still want your own place.
And now that this place is a map, it's looking pretty bad.
Yeah. This is not the kind of house that I think any of us want.
Yeah, you got me. You got me there. I walked right into that one. Mhm. Mhm. Silver, or just all of you generally, you decided you should let the other families know, and by other families I mean crime bosses, that you were planning on doing something about Carrick because he's making your life miserable, and you kind of like this planet. And so yeah,
We're gonna make him dead.
gonna make him dead. You,
Which we did not achieve. We
did
did
not-
better.
No, he's got to end up dead, cause otherwise he could come bite the other mob boss in the ass. We have to make Eric dead.
Yeah, at this point the other mob boss will want Carrick very dead. Stop that, Dean. Bad kitty.
And I guess if he's not dead, he is going to be a world of trouble his own self.
Everyone will be a world of trouble if this man does not end up dead.
But essentially, you agreed to go and collect on a debt, air quotes. This other mob boss wanted someone's arms and legs breaking because he'd not paid his gambling debts. So you went and actually did that like a bunch of complete maniacs. Gina
I'm
went,
gonna play a
please.
not
No,
evil
we did
character
not.
pretty soon.
No, we did not. It was not like a bunch of complete maniacs. It was very civil.
You're right. It was like a bunch of very well-adjusted, stable people that you broke this poor fella's arm and leg.
Well, we can meet somewhere in the middle. It's like a bunch of well-adjusted sociopaths.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Dean, what are you doing?
What are you
lost.
calling well-adjusted?
It did mess Silver up a bit. She had some kind of flashback to what felt a bit like a Hunger Games situation taking place in a school gym that had been turned into like a tactical assault course using plywood walls and doors. She snapped out to that, and she's told you all that she is absolutely fine, and most of you are inclined to believe her because you're dumb, and she's good at lying.
I'm really good at lying.
Wait,
Uh,
I don't remember that scene at all.
I don't think
Oh, it
you were in
totally
the
happened.
room. I think.
No, I mean I remember the scene, but not the part where everyone thought she was fine. I think we just all were quiet because it was awkward.
No, I said I was fine. Everything's good. I rolled my acting check. It was really good.
I mean,
think it
we
would.
believed you.
I think it was good enough to convince Eva or Hui, but that
Yeah.
were about it.
I think,
I think Alexi is willing to take fine as an answer. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
she's
yeah.
probably not fine, but she says she's fine, and I'm good
Right, I
with
mean,
that.
she thinks she's fine, and I'm okay with that.
I like how we're all actually are dwelling on this child's mental health briefly.
I mean, to
It
be
comes
fair,
up
we're a
later.
bunch. To be fair, we are a bunch of like scumbags with a kid toting along. So
Kid's a scumbag too.
We probably aren't all child traffickers.
It's just Rudy, and fuck knows where he is, right?
yeah,
I've actually come to the conclusion that we've left him on the ship so the cats don't die.
That sounds good. I like that. And he's happy to be on the ship, just staring at the sensors, waiting to see if his bounty hunter appears for him.
Well, and he's got a shit ton of stuff to read. Like, I bet he's going through all the like documentation of the orb thingies too.
Science! Orb documentation! Yes! That's exactly what he's doing. Well, to catch up to present time, so pleased was the rival mob boss of Carrick. Rival is loosely used. They're not really rivals, more co-workers by force of God. I don't know. And he was so pleased that he broke this guy's arms and legs that he said, "I'll tell Carrick you're all dead and where your bodies are and where you can find you." And he did that, and Carrick himself showed up to Rado's apartments, where you had Alexei lying down covered in ketchup, Gina hiding behind a body armoured sofa. And Wei just stood behind a couple of cardboard boxes. so they saw Hui.
He was doing that thing where he was trying to be the coat hanger. So he had like a hat and a coat and one arm.
Like, that's not a coat rack, boss. It's just a guy.
And then I was actually hiding in a vent.
You were
She was being sus.
ready to sussy imposter. And it weren't a good day for these guys because ketchup covered Alexei had a submachine gun. Gina had a pistol.
just a pistol.
Hui only needs his fists. Oh yeah, you only had a pistol. I keep thinking you had a submachine gun.
We took a bunch of submachine guns, just
Yeah.
in case.
They're lying around all over the place. You can't walk without tripping over a submachine gun.
They're hard
But
to use.
yeah, we kind of ended it with one of the bodyguards, and who you think is the driver, fleeing the scene very quickly. Alexei has just stun battened the grounded Carrick. You think it's Carrick anyway. He's dressed a lot fancier than the other guys. He's older. You can't remember what he looks like though.
I mean, have we seen pictures or anything of this dude?
You must have looked to picture him up.
We must have
You
at some point.
You must have looked to picture him up. It's been weeks. Yeah.
Like, especially when you know someone's out to kill you, you go, "Do we have a photo of this guy?"
I don't need to know what he looks like. I don't need to know what the guy who wants me dead looks like. And yeah, Silver's also been stun battened right now because she was holding on to Carrick and gouging his eyes as he got stun battened. Gouging because she'd just accidentally dropped a machete, which she had been hacking at his neck with. So yeah, it's a pretty bloody scene that you stood over there, Alexei. Gina, you can hear footsteps receding. There's a little bit of
She'll,
smoke in the air, sorry, from the guns.
when it gets briefly quiet, it's sort of that tense moment of looking around to see if anybody else is still going to pop out to shoot at us.
You hear 2 car doors open and close. Car speeding away, like the tires peeling out, and then you hear a very loud gunshot. I'll take a hearing roll. Minus.
From everyone but me.
Yeah, pretty much. -4 or -2 for Gina. -4 for everyone else.
I think Ever's resetting his roll 20.
Oh, it looks like Alexi
Yes,
made it.
sorry, having a lot of package lost.
Yeah, camera might not be something that your internets can handle.
Oh,
Sucks.
when I turn off the one on Discord.
Suckage. What am I saying? What am I saying?
It can
Alexi
We are
also
made it.
rolling that hearing roll.
Aye, you better fucking
Yeah.
run. Aye.
It can
Then
also sometimes help to turn off our cameras for you to turn off or to stop watching them.
Yep.
Sorry, you don't get to see his pretty faces ever. But aye, it's your brother, and then you hear another shotgun blast everybody. And Alexi, you hear like a little bit more like, yeah, you better run. And you can hear a car skidding away. Sounds like it might hit a trash can or something.
All right.
Everybody okay?
Fine. Tima pokes his head round the door, looking left and right.
Where you can
I think we should probably get the fuck out of here.
I thought we were doing the self-defense thing.
Yeah, but this guy's not dead, and we've got him taken hostage.
Rado pushes in through broken door with his shotgun. Is like, hey, who's there? You guys alright? Gina? Shite. He's looking at the guy whose brains are pouring out his eyes.
We're fine, but he's not dead yet. Gina's going to check the guy in front of her to see if he's dead, and if not, see if she can do the 30-second stabilization.
He's not dead. If you poke him with your foot, then he will actually groan and kind of regain consciousness slightly. He's just shot in the torso.
She'll see what she can do as we're chatting.
Well, shit. I mean, just fucking kill him, maybe?
I've got some questions for this prick.
Ask them.
That's gonna be kind of hard.
How long am I down?
Pretty much only while it's connected.
Yeah, not very long.
Okay. So he should be up too.
Okay.
He should be, but you know, he has been shot a couple of times and gashed in the neck. I think he is likely to have just lost consciousness. He was rolling for consciousness.
Go to the sink. Big cup of cold water. Go back.
As you're walking
Slap
back,
him a
Silver's
couple of-
starting to stand up and pointing her wrist thing at him.
Not yet, not yet. This guy might know a couple things that we need to know.
No motion. Like the water splashes across his face and there's no motion. It cleans some of the blood off his neck and then, you know, immediately wells up and covers his chest again. Top half for him is soaked blood red. And then Rado will poke his head around the corner and be like, Jesus Christ, brother, are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're covered in... Oh god, that guy looks way worse. Fuck, shit. that's-
Rado, are the cops coming?
Aye, probably. I mean, we've no called him. Someone will. That shop is open right now, let's say.
Mostly asking what kind of neighborhood it is.
They'll be coming, but they won't be quick. You've probably got 30 minutes at least, and you'll hear sirens. God, you'll be able to slip out the back when you hear sirens.
Sounds good.
All right. Then I guess, I don't know, try to stabilize this guy.
You managed to stabilize him quickly. He was just bleeding pretty badly out of a chest wound. I think he's got... Actually, guy might have took a vitals hit. But yeah, for
Did.
now, he looks stable.
I got real lucky on a shot.
Yeah, he's so he's probably bleeding internally, but you don't know that and he looks all right for now. He's just like,
Yeah, just
he will say, "Why the fuck are you doing this, Gina?" As you patch him up with some fancy space age plaster.
I don't need more bodies on me.
Well, thanks, boss. He says weakly. Also,
I
thanks a
don't
lot.
know that he's going to make it.
Fuck, he says. Shit, can I go? I didn't. No, I'll say nothing.
I mean, can you?
He's like groans and holds his chest and starts getting to his knees, and then stands up. And yeah, he can. He's slow, but he's shuffling away.
She'll walk in front of him and to make sure there's not like a gun or something that's right in his path, but otherwise she lets him go.
There is a gun right in his path, but he doesn't even seem to notice it as he staggers for the door.
he just wants to leave.
He really
I pick
does.
up my knife.
Uh-oh, she's got a knife.
Put that away.
This guy, I'm pretty sure you just kicked him in the face a bunch of times, Way.
Punched him because I think kicking was too hard.
Yeah, kicking was too hard for you, so you just punched him a bunch. I think he's knocked out cold at minute, let's say, for easiness. He's not saying anything.
For 3 points over, you can get a technique for kicking to buy off that -2.
It's
I
pretty
think
nice.
that's what I'm gonna get on the next skill point. Done. Oh, I'm still saving the ones for everything available to get luck.
Good call.
Oh.
I bought off 5 points of disadvantages.
Nerd? Were you Z Warrior? Like, it's actually more, efficient to buy off. Yeah, get lost, pal. I'll be spending all
No,
my
that
points on
That wasn't
frivolous
that
things.
wasn't the reason. That wasn't the reason. The reason was because I bought because one of my disadvantages didn't work, and I couldn't get the numbers to add back up. So I'm like, I have 5 points.
Yep. That's a much nicer way of doing it. Well, yeah, Karakin looking good. He's out cold, bleeding heavily.
He needs to be dead when you tell her to put the
Ah!
knife away.
Search his pockets.
He's got small data device, data paddy, a wallet. He's got a wallet containing some, a few of the highest denomination paper currency.
Was it a ticket in there for Gina? She was
Oh,
screaming ticket last round.
you did scream "bat a ticket," and he screamed like "what?" And yeah, you know what? There is like a little card with
Awesome.
one of those chips on it, an ARFID chip.
Okay. Yeah, I think Alexi will take off the ketchup stained whatever he's got on over his clothes. And he'll put the wallet and the data pad and everything, in the breast pocket.
Toss Gina the ticket because she was screaming about it.
Oh, we'll get to that.
He's got like an hour to get there. She needs it now.
I'm pretty sure she's got like 8 hours to get there, at
Yeah.
least.
I'm just being a jerk.
Isn't it first rest, or is it starter?
I thought it was.
evening.
I thought it was. Yeah, tonight.
Okay, so it must be.
Yeah, it was pretty soon.
So
Like he was almost going on his way there.
so yeah, it'll be sunset, and he'll be setting off in next. Yep. Gina
Oh,
does have to get
okay.
to surgery in the next hour or so if she wants to steal his spot.
Doesn't have to be Gina.
No, it doesn't. Send
don't
anyone
want
you
it.
want.
No, I don't want it. Hey, Gina.
Uh-huh.
You want to?
He'll just hold out that card.
Oh shit, he had it. She'll take it.
He croaks, not as in dies, as in makes a noise, Fuck you. Fuck. He's holding his neck.
I'll-
It's like, ah.
As soon as he
Get up!
is it surprising
A little bit, yeah.
when he makes noise? I'll turn and shoot him in like the leg or something. And I'm gonna wild shot him.
I love it.
It's, ah, it made a noise. That's potentially a hit. I mean, he didn't try and dodge.
Yeah.
I rolled.
Can
one.
I?
You?
Okay.
I'm going to do a brawling parry. I don't have this set up, so this is 3d6 versus 7, 10. Make it feverish. We'll do this.
Is
Do
everyone
that.
else's basic rolls yellow, or is that just me?
I think that's just you. I think that's based on the theme because mine are all
Okay.
purple.
I need to change that because I cannot read those at all.
I am in dark
So-
mode.
This is an acrobatic brawling parry versus a 14, which I do not achieve.
Oof. Looked like a torso hit. Silver rolled damage. He is wearing torso armor, so
I don't do a whole lot of damage with this thing. It's
this-
probably not going to go through.
probably just hurt him real bad. Yeah, he just goes, ah, oh, why, fuck.
Hey! We need him alive for a while.
No, we don't.
What the fuck do you need me alive for? Let me go and I'll
Well,
forget everything. Your debt's
Oh.
paid. He's looking up at Gina. He's like, debt's forgiven, Gina. I don't care about this. Honestly.
Really, because this would be the kind of turn of events that I would never be able to fucking forget.
I'll never forget, but I can forgive it. I forgot what name I gave the other family. Like a dumbass. Every single time.
Every time.
But he'll say, other family though. Them I'm not gonna forget. They fucked me with this.
Well, you see, as far as I can tell, you fucked us pretty hard in the past, so,
Killed my son. He looks at Gina. He shot
And now you
Junior.
can join him. I'm going to start aiming at his head.
I feel like he
I'll let
already
you keep
pissed his.
talking to him.
Yeah, he did already piss his pants when you were stabbing at him on his back and screaming like a banshee.
he aims, and Alexi's gonna step in, like, between.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, don't be thanking me.
He frowns.
Alexi's gonna, like, lean in, and he'll actually, that gunshot wound, he'll actually just, like, put his thumb on it and kind of press in.
Ah! He screams. Ah!
Now, you see,
His eyes roll back into his head a bit, but he doesn't pass out.
what I can remember is that your son was a right fucker and got what he had coming.
Maybe. Still my blood. And you never asked permission. He's still clutching his neck where the blood's like pouring through his fingers.
Hey, Rado, has it ever been my style to ask permission for fucking anything?
Better ask forgiveness, we always said, brother.
Ah, so that's where that comes from. And then push a little harder.
That's everything I wanted to know. Let's put an end to this.
Oh shit! He's like. Please, Gina, no! I'm sorry! Anything you want? The bar's yours.
Well, all we want is to operate our business in fucking peace. And as long as you're around, that's just not a thing that's on the fucking table, because, well, I don't like looking over my fucking shoulder.
I'll disappear.
So,
I'll go off planet. I swear.
Luke,
Why are you drawing this out?
Well,
while he's doing this conversation, I'll pull my gun away and start drafting up a letter of sales.
Give me a writing.
Keep going.
Or merchant. Or even a finance at a penalty.
Why are you drawing this out?
well, I don't know. I had some questions and they seem to be answered, but I thought maybe there might be more questions. I don't know. Fine.
I wanted
Hold
to
on,
know.
hold on.
I wanted to know what happened. He told us.
I'll tell you anything.
Bar. Did I manage to draft something up real quick?
Not really, no. Um,
Okay.
no, he kind of looks at it and he's like, that won't do it. Too many shell corporations. But
Shrug.
I'll transfer it.
Right now.
Shrug.
It'll take weeks.
I need to see it right now.
Oh,
He-
sorry.
He's neat little hole in the middle of his forehead. And
Unless it's her time to parry.
he's
No.
pleading with you as he says, like, it'll take weeks. I can't do it in a minute. And then little hole. Carrick dies. Rado spits. Good riddance. Now I suggest. Did we want self-defense?
This is gonna look bad.
Also, it does dawn on me that you mentioned that the police are in this guy's payroll.
Not no more. They're not.
Yeah, but something tells me they're gonna be a little upset about the not no more part.
I
Get some garbage bags. Get the ATVs. We'll take care of this. Or we got the car. Can you fit in the trunk?
a proper cleanup. You think? Good plan.
Gunshots will happen around this neighborhood all the time.
Maybe direct him to a different apartment. This one, I don't think you're gonna clean up in a half hour.
The front door. He starts walking out, and that guy is long gone. But the shopkeeper will be walking in from next door.
There's a body right there.
Yep.
That's the person that died.
And there is a bit of a scream. He's like, "Oh God!" It says something in this planet's local language before seeing Rado. Rado like answers back in it a bit broken, and then the other guy switches to standard as well. I were fine, Rado says. These fuckers came in after me and my family. But these guys, you know, they're from space. They know what they're doing. He kind of slaps Teamer on the shoulder, who just nods. He's still holding his big shotgun. Yes, he says, and kind of puts it down. The shopkeeper says, Jesus. I'll call cops, I suppose, yeah?
Good idea.
Rado were glancing at you as you said it, and then he just nods slowly. And he says, aye, are you all alright? You need an ambulance, or just a morgue?
I think we're okay. Is everyone okay?
Teamer
Yep.
just, yes.
You get a nod from Hui.
Alright, I'll go make the call. Stay safe. Jesus. He looks back at this person's brains and then, like, runs out.
Industrial trash bag. Let's get this asshole in the ocean.
Yeah, they're gonna know it's his men anyway. He's gonna go missing. They're gonna figure it out. We could just pay them off ourselves.
I'd just rather not be here when they're going through that decision-making process. Like, if
Rad.
they realize it later. Or, oh, yeah, I guess they would recognize that guy, too.
I'll take a streetwise check to kind of figure out how much you might need to pay off the cops that come looking. Yeah, You, from what you've gathered, just for now at least, a simple like 10 grand would keep them off your back probably.
Oh. Yeah.
Do we
I
have
say
that
we
kind of money?
stick. I say we stick around and just pay off the fucking cops. It'd be way easier to just give them money than fucking worry about them this whole time.
I mean, you guys want to keep your faces clean. I mean, leave it with me. I'll bribe the fuckers, says Rado.
Great.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Well, I've got a meeting with a real estate agent, so
And if anyone's got
Crap.
9 points or any points spare, they may have a meeting with a surgeon. Aye.
I think if you get both eyes, it actually gives you points.
Oh really? Shit.
Just because, like, if an EMP or something goes off, you're blind.
Electrical disadvantage makes you blind. Yep.
Yep.
Not disadvantage. Modifier.
Although, Luke,
Limitation.
would those eyes feed directly into my cybernetic system?
Yeah. Well, you need a cybernetic system for that. This guy does the. I told you about the total conversion cybernetics, didn't I?
Yeah, but he said that was a 40% survival rate. I'm not doing
No,
that.
he said he had an 80% survival rate.
It was pretty high,
he's
just not high enough.
He's the best surgeon on this planet doing that, and he can guarantee it. 80% survival
Gina,
rate.
if you want it, you can have it, or do you want a Russian bow for it?
I mean, I have a similar. If you want it, you can have it. So
Let's rock paper scissors for it.
sure.
It's a shame your little avatars can't rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Lag's gonna mean someone can cheat. Or you should both just post a spoiler tagged move in Discord.
There you go.
yeah.
I like that.
Or
you have a
so
dice
everybody
roller?
can see. Just type it in Roll20 and let us know when you're ready for the first one.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I'm just
Why not just
refreshing.
I
Roll20
just
Let's
did
go
it.
for it.
Just don't cheat, Lee.
All right. When you guys got the first word, just say aye.
I posted it.
Oh, in Discord.
Tara wins the injector surgeries.
Isn't it best 2 out of 3?
No.
I think just once is enough.
Let me see. Has that worked? Sorry, I was just refreshing. Roll20. Come on, chat. Get popped out. Oh, don't do this to me, Roll20 chat.
It hates you.
It really does. There we go. You little bastard. Sorry for that brief interlude. Alright. Alright. So, you're just gonna clear out, you think?
Yeah, if he's up for the bribing, we should get out of here.
Tima says, I don't care where you guys are going, but I'm gonna go find somewhere safe to lie low for a while. And he grabs everything that he had, packs it in his big over-the-shoulder like kit bag thing, and heads straight out. In fact, I think he jumps on one of those stolen ATVs and speeds off on it.
Nice.
Except it's electric, because there is no such thing as petrolia. Although I suppose you could have alcohol vehicles.
Hydrogen vehicles, man. Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because you just stick your nuclear reactor in the water. Boom.
This was a terraformed planet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No fossilized fuels.
No fossil fuels. It's,
Like hydrogen's like the most common element out there. Why not make it out of hydrogen?
yeah, I mean they've got the power to crack water that's on this planet.
So I think both Silver and Gina should go to the thing. And maybe that even happened in person.
Sure.
The rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Ah, welcome. Hello. I have appointments today already. Apologies.
It's all right. We have a ticket.
He looks at it and he's, yes, this is for now. You're not.
I'm afraid he won't be making the appointment.
Oh, what a shame. He looks
It's a tragedy.
over your shoulder. Say halfway through this surgery, angry men start banging on my secret door, guns in hands.
I thought you were neutral.
I am. So it should not happen, right? No
I mean,
one will come angrily looking for my patients here. And likewise, if they choose to just wait outside my door until patient leaves tomorrow, I will remain neutral and escort patient calmly outside.
That seems fair.
Very good. Then I think all is fine. What is the selection? Mr. Carrick's eyeballs or something different?
Oh, I thought it was pre-selected.
Yeah, I thought you would have had to order it in.
Congrats on your win.
I have several things in stock. The eyeballs were ready. I can have most other options ready in short period.
Well, basically, Luke, could he do both of us? Or just one?
I could do that, yes.
So, Lee, how about we go halfsies on something you want? And
I mean, even halvesies is really expensive.
true. But
More expensive
have,
than
like-
buying the wealth advantage.
yeah, that's the other thing. We need to spend this cash, otherwise we're gonna have to buy a wealth advantage.
You don't have
I
to.
was thinking.
I could
I was
just.
thinking more expensive than the cash we have on hand.
Let's see. I really should get to Ultra Tech and double check because
Yeah,
I
we
might
should
be
probably do
asking
it
for
for
like a
fun.
million.
I think you are.
Well, we have $1 million between the two of us.
Let's see. Let's see. 2 bionic eyes. It actually is worth -1 points overall.
Madness.
$10,000.
Also, part of the reason why I'm imagining large numbers is I haven't checked Ultra Check yet either.
Well, it's $10,000 for both eyes times 10 because of the status level or the tech level.
And then times 2 for the. Or isn't it times 10 for illegal and times 2 for tech level?
Yes. So it's only ×2 for tech level at 20,000, but then the surgical procedure would normally be a major, and I have ruled that you should make them 1 step more difficult. So this is actually a radical procedure with a 4-week recovery period, and the fee for it is $100,000 at base. I don't know if that should be altered to account for tech level. Probably should.
I mean, like 300 or 400,000 sounds fair for what
But it's-
craziness.
Essentially, yeah, it would come to something like 230,000 ish, I think.
There.
220,000.
So Gina looks sort of wistfully at the catalog and then sort of shakes her head, snapping herself out of it. And no, we should do it one at a time. I'll come back later. At those prices, we can come back later. There's no rush.
And if you're in there, if we could hook my neural link up to the or the better neural link up to my eyes. Why not? You're not gonna kill me on a roll of 8, or you're not gonna roll 2d10s, are you?
He looks at you like, huh? It says, don't worry, I do this many, many times. I am excellent surgeon.
Oh, I was asking you, Luke, if you weren't. This was just gonna. You're not gonna. We can use our GM magic, and we're not gonna roll a d100 to see if I die.
Oh no, it'd be a. It's a surgery check. He needs to roll a surgery check.
Oh, okay.
And he's at a -3, right? I need to just double check these rules for the procedure modifiers.
Well, let's see if Silver
You
dies.
get any modifiers for being the best surgeon in the planet?
Oh yeah, he does.
Nice.
He's got a skill of like 20.
He's probably extremely capable. It's just a really hard thing to do.
Yep.
So does he actually have the upgraded Neuralink stuff?
I mean, he's probably got that on bulk, considering
Yeah,
all the.
He's got that on bulk because the cult needs it to be a cultist. That's how they communicate with their hive tree. He'd tell you all about this if you've been asking about it. It's kind of fascinating.
Yeah. How so?
Essentially, they hook in. Is very radical new technology, experimental. Very rich people in solar government are using it to share experiences. Is very lewd, mostly pornographic in nature.
Neat.
But these cultists, they share everything, absolutely everything with each other at all times. The brain implant, it has a burst functionality. So you can absorb lots of experience in a short time, like how you can have a dream that feels like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know how often they do it, these cultists, they plug in, they download all of each other's memories, and then they are one.
It's concerning.
Once they've all been connected to the tree, they all share each other's memories. They are all the same person, according to them. I'm not so
Bizarre.
sure.
I mean, I guess if you don't like who you are, though, it's a good way of being someone else.
Yes. I mean, they don't really lead that varied a lifestyle after joining cults.
Fair.
And yeah, so
But
he's
yeah.
actually rolling surgery at -5, but he's got a grand tool set that actually gives him +5. These surgeries are only really scary if you know, not. Oh, but I think surgeries at -5 at base without any tools. So let's just roll 3d6 and see if Terra dies, shall we? Oh,
Yeah, let's see if I die.
permanently blind. What did I get? What did I get?
I'm not saying anything.
Still waiting. Come on. Come on, roll 20. Oh, it is throwing a fit today.
Got me to try.
Yeah, roll this 3d6, please, Terra. You live. Terra's in surgery for 4 hours. Or Silver's in surgery for 4 hours. And I'm just going to close Roll20 entirely, reopen Chrome. So let's take a very short break.
That sounds good.
We'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, we're counting still. We're back. You know we're back, because you can hear us. So, Silver, you're going in for surgery. Having both your eyes done.
I am.
Both 2 eyes?
2 eyes.
2 eyes.
Dos ojos.
And we did determine that you will wake up. Are my rolls working yet? Let's see. My mouse has been a bit annoying in this new location. Yeah, I can see my rolls. Thank you, Roll20, for being so good. Thumbs up. We love Roll20. Right. Alexi, I believe you're going to look at some properties?
Alexi's gonna go look at some properties.
Gina will text Alexi in code that she won't be able to make it. She should probably stay here in case somebody comes looking for her when she's unconscious.
Fair enough.
But she also sends a long list of things she'd like to see in an apartment.
I don't think anyone actually saw the little girl in that entire combat that's still alive.
And the only person that might want you killed is the other mob boss. But no. He doesn't. It's mainly if anyone comes looking for Gina.
You have a shaky relationship with Silver as it is. You might just fuck off.
You are misinterpreting her opinion of Silver.
Okay.
Aw, that's nice.
She annoys the crap out of me, but you can't just leave her. No.
Hui, are you going with Alexi to look at properties?
Ev?
If you could hear us.
Sorry, you were package lost. I think Hui is a little bit disturbed after having to break a man's arm and just having to kung fu his way to victory. Is the bar still open?
Yeah, bars are open.
Yeah, he's gonna rather stay at Rado's bar drinking.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that.
He will send a message to Alexi saying, "We need to talk." And he gives like the GPS location of the bar for whatever he is done checking the properties.
He sends you a GPS location of Rado's bar, your brother's bar, across the road from your apartment where you're staying. I'll be here. We need to talk. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know where that is, bro.
Thanks.
Nice. Stuff it down with Brown. Rado and Alicia will be happy to oblige you. Free drinks as well. But yeah, Alexi.
Yeah.
Have you learned how to drive your car yet?
So I have points, but I don't think we've spent enough time actually learning to drive.
Yeah, you've watched Gina do it a bunch. You can give me another DX at -5 if you like.
Can I give you an IQ at a -5?
Yeah, I will take that actually. That's probably more important. Because you've still not really turned it on. Only a failure by 1. I think you're driving around in it today. You can head to the locations yourself if you want, or at least the first one.
I'm figuring this out. All right,
Getting
let's
honked
go.
at constantly as you're driving too slow.
Give me just a straight IQ
I don't
as
even
well.
think it's driving too slow. I think he's still having a hard time keeping a consistent speed.
Like setting off and stopping, you're doing the full-on bunnying forward.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you find the
I
places.
I can make goddamn I can make goddamn spaceships fly seamlessly across the goddamn galaxy. I can figure this fucking thing out.
You'll get there, son.
I can hit a bullseye at 200 billion miles away.
And you hit that curb.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But yes, go to the warehouse. Meet with
your real estate agent. Well, this
meet
place
with the realist.
meets none of your specifications, but it's in your price range.
What's where is it?
You've got good options. There will be one remarkably close to where you'd like to be. little bit more expensive. Cheaper ones are further out, and there's some that aren't on the map that'll be even cheaper. In terms of tonnage, the best location one, it's not really got as much storage space as you would have wanted. But those further away ones, you can get much bigger area for the same size. It's pretty much a trade-off between how close you want to be to the center and how much space you want for the same price.
So honestly, like, I'm not worried about a whole lot of space. Really, the thought is to have a place that we can like land our shuttle like right there, and just have a monthly paid off customs worker.
You're saying that to the real estate agent? I'm just looking for
No, I'm
a
not
fully
saying
bribed
that to the
customs
real
worker.
estate agent. If I was saying that to the real estate agent, I'd be butchering your accent.
Could he make a smuggling check to have a sense of what he needs?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds really good.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Success
Mhm.
by 3.
Yeah. So you think the closest option might actually be your best bet for various reasons? It's just a little bit out of your price bracket, maybe. You'd if you went for that one, you'd probably have to trade down on the apartment. But it has got good options, and it's so
Yeah, I'm good.
close.
I'm good to trade down for good business sense. We'll do that.
Mhm. And honestly, you could probably get an apartment like on the same street as well, real close at least, because they will be cheaper in that area. This scummy zone, 2-bedroom, dead easy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll how much is all that gonna wind up costing, basically? So I kind of priced everything out after we talked a couple weeks ago. So basically, I had like 350K put away for an apartment, and like another 2 for a warehouse.
Okay, I'll put the base cost at around about 600k altogether, including these estate agents' fees and what have you. Um, but I'll let you haggle that with a merchant. And other people can assist in this if they would like to try and give a bonus. Because this isn't something that he's just done, he's been showing everyone the opportunities, and you've been talking about this all day.
That's true.
So that's a straight up merchant check. But
That
anyone
is.
else that's assisted may offer a relevant role. Oh, Gina, you
He knows
suck.
better than to listen to Gina.
This is a good point.
at least in the ways of spending money wisely.
Absolutely.
I'll allow it. One off a crit fail, Gina.
I also gave her a -3 just because she doesn't care.
Gina doesn't care. I already bought it, Alexei. One lower, and Gina already bought it. No one else? No? Okay. Let me.
I am unconscious.
You are.
But he was planning this beforehand a bit as well.
Yeah, so you could have spoke to him before.
I mean, the things that Silver wants are the things that Gina wants that we're not getting. So,
Fair enough.
like, she
It's all right,
wants,
but
like,
there's going to be a conversation.
yeah.
I have been working with her. Can I roll like a diplomacy or something to be like, kind of charming?
Yeah. Yeah. with this woman who was showing you around the properties?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, show me something you think you might work. And we know Alexei can be charming when he wants to. I don't think diplomacy's opposed. Here's a reaction check for people watching GM rolls. Oh! So, as the day's gone on, you feel like you've done a pretty good job. But for whatever reason, she just does not seem to gel well with you. But thanks to your diplomatic nature, she can't hold it against you in any way. And she'll end up saying, unfortunately, these are the best prices we can manage, and she shows you a total of 600,000. Any other roll? Any other roll but a reaction check. Had to default it.
You roll like a 4 or some shit like that?
I rolled a 4 or some shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so at least your diplomacy means you can default to a neutral reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all right. But yeah, she did a bit better than success by nothing on her merchant check.
That's fair. All right. Can I pay for the apartment in full right now and put a deposit, a substantial deposit down on that
She like
warehouse?
she blinks a few times, and she says, "Oh, I didn't realize it was a cash purchase."
You just got a +5 to that roll.
Or if I make it all in cash, what can you do for me?
Well, I'd have to talk to the current owners, but they were expecting a lengthy process with lending approval and and the likes. We really haven't seen cash buyers very often in this market in the past few years. So I can
I
speak
run an off-world transport company. Everything I do is in cash because I've got to be able to transfer credits and have currency off-world. So
She
I
nods.
mostly operate in cash.
She's just like, let me make a call. Let me make a call, and then she'll come back to you and say, I can get you the apartment 75,000 less, and the dock 25,000 less. So 500,000 will cover the lot if it's a cash transaction.
I've got that right here on me.
She's like, she holds her hands out. It doesn't work that way, I'm afraid.
I mean, on him in his cred stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. My dad used to be a self-employed carpet fitter. Someone he worked with once took a bin bag full of money to an estate agent's. Like, Jesus Christ. What? Really good at fitting carpets, not so good at, the very basics of interacting with society.
I briefly considered having cash at one point in the buying a house process until I realized how ludicrous that is. I considered it, though.
I think it was just the deposit he were taking, but still. Still like a bin bag with 20 grand in it.
Wow.
Alright. Cool. Coolies. Coolie McDoolies. Hui, you're pretty drunk. Give me a HT check. Let's see how drunk you are. At a -3, please.
Okay, give me a moment.
You've had a lot of poison.
Hey,
HT at
Luke.
-3 coming
Oh,
up.
sorry. I'll ask in a minute.
Koi.
It's fine. It's a little bit slow. Not sure how long it's going to take for it to pop up.
No worries. Well, while we were waiting to see how drunk you are, you do get a notification on your wrist computer thingy that you wear on your wrist. You're receiving like a trade request. Someone wants to trade with you. But it's apparently a high value transaction that requires DNA confirmation. You essentially just have to share that you are you. Still don't see no HT. Are you willing to offer this random
The
anonymous
one,
trade request your information?
it's random, like no name or anything.
There's no name on it. No, it's from a device that you've not paired with before. Oh, and you make it, so you're pretty toasty, but you know you can tell what's going on.
This looked like a scam, so he's gonna just delete it.
Coy. All right. All right. Should we fast forward a little bit?
Sounds good.
So some people do show up at the surgery place. Around about 2 hours after it starts. You're probably pretty bored in there, Gina, honestly.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Like she's sleeping when somebody, like a nurse, wakes her up or something.
Mm-hmm. By nurse, I mean the guy in the tank top.
I mean,
Who's
is it literally just him?
it's there's the surgeon. He does have a couple of nurses with him, but then the main other guy is this fella with a monobrow, a really big bushy
Right.
monobrow in a tank top who doesn't seem to speak any galactic common, and he just like pokes you on shoulder and says like, "Oh, darfel de jerp, de duschel," and gestures and points at a telescreen that shows there's a few people milling around in the street outside. They look like
She
Carrick's kind of guys.
she asks him if there's a back way out, and then realizes he doesn't understand.
He just stares at you blankly for a while, like, oh. And then says, oh. If emergency. And he points at a grate on the floor.
I'm gonna step out and get a smoke. I'll be right back.
Nods. Shows you to the door.
Are they like right outside the door?
No, they were walking up and down in the street outside. Looked like they were looking for something, maybe. We had a map for this.
Well, she'll pause at the door and text the rest of the group with and the rest of the group definitely includes the brother.
Yeah, that's me.
Any fallout from the, you know?
So he'll reply that and say, cops weren't too bad. Did have to give him the full 10G.
X-Bag, you didn't start with that?
Shrug.
How pissed are his guys?
Um.
Is the text.
Oh. Dunno, is the reply. None have been round that I've seen.
Couple are outside here. Thinking of having a chat.
Be safe. They might just be looking for him. I mean, I don't think he's checked in with anyone.
That's a good point. He's supposed to be here.
On my way.
In your sports car.
In my sports car.
Your Tesla. Put it on auto drive. TL8 auto drive. How many pedestrians can you kill?
So Gina will step outside, but not in a massive hurry so that he can arrive at a dramatic moment.
Okay.
And we'll do the checking your phone thing, waiting around, waiting for them to walk by.
Uh-huh. and at some point, one of them will look down the alley and say, Gina?
Looks up and waves. Hey,
He turns and looks at his pal. He says, It's Gina. He,
you guys have heard that it's off, right?
What's off?
The whole, like, me feuding with you guys?
Oh, you paid the boss back? He's got his hand inside his jacket right now. He's not being very subtle about it.
Mhm.
He might have been trying to at first, but he had his button done, and then he just like, ugh, and sticks his hand in his pocket.
No, I heard your boss left town, actually.
So he ain't in there,
I don't think so.
and you ain't just shot his brains out while he was having surgery?
You're welcome to go check. Like, free place. And she sort of puts her hands up and steps away from the door.
Doyle, you keep a watch on her, he says, and he will go in. Talk to monobrowed guy in a language you've not got a translator program running for. Because those things are expensive in complexity, and then he'll come out before you've even had half.
She can actually handle it. The issue is knowing which languages to buy.
Yeah, that one too. Although you'd have bought this Planets by now, wouldn't you?
She intended to.
Probably.
Yeah, you've been here ages.
Actually, I think she did buy it
Mm,
because she gave it to Ever.
yeah, you did. So yeah, he essentially just asks, "The heck is going on? Where's Carrick?" And he says, "No Carrick. Carrick, no show." And then he's like, "Fuck's sake!" And he comes back out. And he's like, "Gina, you really lost your memories?
Afraid so.
Sucks."
It really does.
Yeah. Look, I want to believe you. Really, I do. But we can't get in touch with the boss. So until he gives the order that he doesn't want your head no more, I kinda gotta keep my eyes on your head.
You seriously want to pick a fight with me with just the two of you?
He looks back at Doyle. And he's like,
Like, you're supposed to find your boss. I'd stick to that. Like, maybe call your people and let them know where to find me. Although I'm not going to stick around here, obviously, because you're going to call your people and let them know.
he's backing up slowly. Ah, fuck
She's
it.
doing her best to not look concerned, but
I think it's an
she's
acting
also
check.
pretty
Yeah.
confident that she can outdraw them.
Give me an acting to just
Sure.
be cool.
Be cool, man. Be cool.
Don't be a square. Success by 3.
And that's kind of the point of the not being intimidated by them.
Oh, okay.
It's a way of intimidating them.
Yeah, intimidation might have been more appropriate, and it's a way better role. Yeah. So, see ya. They turn around.
Yeah.
It's about the time that a sports car pulls up and Alexi pops out.
Yeah, it may as well be
Nice.
this
Like
one that's
cutting them off.
already on the map. It says like, "Hey, watch it." And he says, "Alexi."
Yeah, what's it to you?
Dude. He just like he does the thing where he points at himself. It's like, dude. What's it to me? Are you serious? You lost your memories too?
Oh, you know that.
he, he just shakes his head. He's like, fuck you, dude. Come on, Doyle. And they both cut across the street.
Yeah, that's right. Keep on moving.
You're lucky we don't take your head right now, Alexei. Even though it's just me and Doyle.
Yeah, you and Doyle really want to fucking try that with me?
No, Alexei, we fucking don't.
Just because. Just because.
You could make them dance or something.
No, just same thing.
When you got the skill, it's fun to roll it sometimes.
It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah. These guys don't like the chances. Doyle's like pulling on his pal's arm. He's like, come on, let's go, please. He's like, I'd fuck the both of you. And they turn and run away real
Oh.
quick.
Gina! How's
Hey, long time no see.
Hey, I thought. See, I figure out. I'm figuring out how to drive.
I saw and heard.
Car's got 3 wheels on curb.
Yeah. It's it's still a bit of a work in progress, but
I still think you should have leased the first one.
Few scratches, for sure.
uh,
Those
In the
fancy,
gearbox.
those fancy
I-
alloy wheels.
something tells me my brother knows a good body guy who'd give us a deal.
Just gotta make
Well, I'm pretty sure she's still doing okay. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely, I'll be here for you anytime.
Any sign of Hey You? Sort of looks around.
Yeah, he wants to meet at a bar and have some conversation. I don't know. He get this shit. He texted me the location of Rado's bar.
I mean, convenient.
I mean, he could have just said fucking Rado's bar. He said, no, meet me here, and sent me a fucking pin. I'm like, you could have said fucking Rado's bar, man. Anyhow, I got
Well-
us a warehouse.
I still don't really understand that, but great.
So what we'll do is it'll be used in order
Sorry,
to
I don't
pass
need you
customs.
I don't need you to make me understand it. It's enough that you understand it.
It's a smuggling thing.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I guess maybe I should go have this fucking conversation.
Yeah, I think we'll probably be okay here. It'll take them more than a couple hours to figure out what the hell they're doing.
You sure? I loaded up a bunch of those P90s in the back of the car. You want one? Just in case.
Honestly, they're kind of weird. Like, I find when you shoot that many bullets, it's hard to actually hold it steady.
Yeah, I think I
I
can
pre- I
use
prefer
them.
the
I
pistol.
was fucking around with it earlier, and I think I know how to use it, but pistol does seem more natural.
Yeah, I tried holding one a bit earlier, and it felt weird.
This conversation's amazing.
Well, it's there if you need it.
All right, thanks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go have a drink with Hui, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Give us a ring.
Luke, my question is could I make this a 0-point eye modification to have a perk in there that's adjustable eye color?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, very good. Very nice.
Okay.
Thumbs up. All the colours of the rainbow. And then some's. Ooh, glowing eyes.
Yeah, like
Black
basically
light
imagine
eyes.
Yeah.
Do a sperm check on the hotel room. Or just general fluids check.
Ugh.
We are not staying here. Fail by 3 to drive to Rado's. You get there. Takes a good while. Car's probably got. In fact, it's a sports car, right? So.
Yeah.
it-
Oh, so it does have a +1 and it's got a handling.
You're not
Personal.
crashing into things. You're just not. You're being an asshole driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be that guy.
I don't want air conveyance tables.
You're not entirely used to stopping for stop signs or stoplights, but there's not a whole lot of traffic anyways.
Well, and usually when I stop, I have to do this. Like, I have to make the vessel spin 180 degrees.
So just by reflex, whenever you press the brake, you always turn.
Yeah,
Amazing. And
I want it to stop.
I bet you keep trying to pull up a lot as well. You're like, oh, wait
On
a
the
minute.
plus side, you figured out how to do that sideways spin into a parking space?
Oh, he will.
How many cars will you destroy figuring that out?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend points in the planetary vehicle skill yet. Like, I think I want to leave it a couple of sessions.
This is too much fun for you. I have to get you in a car chase with Alexi driving. Over very quickly. Let's hope you're the ones pursuing for your sake. Hui, give me another HT check, this time at a -4.
You
Just
got.
getting more and more drunk.
Stuff it
Yeah,
down with
he
Brown.
just keeps on drinking.
Oh, you made it
And-
again. This
Got
guy,
a really nice buzz going.
yeah, this guy
He
can
has been
hold
doing a lot of
fools.
exercise lately.
You get a message from the anonymous source again, but this time
Okay.
it says it's from T, and then you get the trade request
Liminality.
again.
Do I need to make like a history, memory?
I'll take an IQ check. At -2 for
Alright.
the tipsiness.
Got it. That is a failure by 2.
Failure by 2. T. T. He said your name in the text. It says Hui. It's T. But
New
no, you
phone,
probably
who
think
dis?
it's just a scam again still. But I don't think you delete it
Funny.
this time. You just
It'd be
close
funny if
it.
he did new phone, who this?
Yeah, in fact, you probably text back, who T?
Who?
T who? Perfect. Koi. Alexi arrives, spinning his keys around on his fingers, wearing his sunglasses that came with the car.
No, he isn't. He wouldn't be able to drive if he wasn't wearing his actual glasses.
It makes it easier for some reason when you take them off. It's less stressful. All the numbers on the dashboard don't make any sense. There's no delta V counter. You've got no idea what any of it means. Hui's there at the bar, pretty drunk, looking confused, tapping at his computer. Rado nods at you.
I'll
Maybe
do
it's just
the
Rado's bar.
look over at the bar and as he walks in, point up at I'm sorry, what was her name again?
Alicia.
Alicia. Point at Alicia and I'll take a drink.
She plops you a bottle down, gets you a glass out. There are a few people in here. In fact, there's some hipsters in here who you think you maybe recognise, but you're not sure where from.
Are we bringing in a whole new crowd with the art on the outside?
They are, and some, advertising you did on holiday.
Oh, that's right.
How you doing, Hui?
He is gonna wave. and he's gonna start typing very drunkly and with a lot of grammar mistakes. I've been slash drinking. Uh, by the slash JK4. By the way, did you send me this joke? And he's gonna send you like the two messages. Are you T?
Look over at Alicia like, how many has he had?
Alicia like pulls out an empty whiskey bottle, and pulls out two other empty like liqueur bottles. Enough that you would
Like
be
he's
unconscious, or maybe in the hospital. You think?
like he's still awake.
God damn! Can we get a coffee for this guy?
Already working on it, she says.
He types Irish coffee. Lots of cream.
Just mouth over to her. Just coffee. Just coffee.
She's nodding, and she winks at you, Hui. But you don't
Gives,
notice.
like the biggest dumb smile. Oh, okay. Fine,
Yeah, no, your eyes are completely like glazed over, probably. Give me a merchant check, please, Alexei, at this thing that Hui's forcing in your face. And you could say, like, maybe a guy whose name begins with a T. Failure, cool.
Not likely. Huh,
But
cool. So no T, that was not me. I don't know who the fuck that was. Look.
You can't see what's special about the trade request, though, other than it seems to be asking for highly sensitive personal data to confirm the trade.
Looks like a scam to me. Hey, what did you drag me over here for?
He's gonna nod several times and start typing. It takes a little bit. Takes a few swings in between, and you get like a long paragraph. Uh, I would like to buy part of the ship. I would like to have say on the matters of the ship. Slash 4
Hey, hey, hey,
okay about this job today.
We
Go
got
on.
a no, go on.
About half of that. We got
Yeah.
about half of that. Try again.
I think
Yeah.
we got the important stuff though. He wants to buy
Yeah.
his share of the ship. But
He
about
was
the
sure
job
the ship. He
today.
also want to have a say on it, and like he did not feel so okay uh about the job today. He's not feeling that good. He he's asking you why would we not just make a lot of money the other way? What or are we gonna change to that kind of job now? He's concerned about it.
No. That was just an ancillary thing that sometimes we've got to do, apparently. But no,
Ancillary justice, maybe.
not even ancillary justice. It's just
Rado says slyly, sorry. I'll step.
no. Not ancillary justice, but boy, you got to understand what we do is crime. Is how we make the majority of our money.
Nay,
Is
brother. It's culture.
crime. Jesus Christ, Rado. There's no reason to fucking there's no goddamn reason you should be interjecting into this conversation.
Quite look super happy and just gonna type in caps and like 5 exclamation points. Family business! Exclamation point!
I hope his text to speech thing just makes it really loud.
Yeah,
Like it doubles the volume with every explanation.
You're drunk, and it's like a noisy bar, so you've been turning it up. Oh, but the text to speech doubles volume for every exclamation point. Yeah, that's hilarious. Redo's in the back, mixing together, skunk beer in a big pot, and then coming out, and it's like, oh, who wants a pint of draft beer for only 30 credits? And all the hipsters are like, oh yeah, and they're like, oh, this stuff's amazing. And he's like winking at you. He's like, you want one, brother? It's
Get-
it's old
get-
beer and vodka.
Get that fucking swill away from me.
He shrugs and he has a drink. Actually, no, he's probably got 2 glasses, and he's like, oh wait, shit. And he drinks one, and he's like, aye, that's good stuff. Oh, hipsters, here you go. Sorry.
Yeah, no, hey. Like, what we do is crime, so sometimes shit like that is just some stuff we've got to do to keep business running. As far as I can tell. But
He
no,
nods and
that's not the primary function of what we intend to do.
gives a little smile. Gives
Oh.
you a thumbs up.
Alicia is patting your arm. She's just like, oh, he's just a big gentle bunny now, isn't he? God bless him.
Maybe a little too gentle of a bunny. What the fuck were you doing getting into crime anyway?
He's gonna put like 10 money symbols for credits, and then he's gonna show it to the both of you, and then just give you a thumbs up.
She just nods.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then
Right,
if
it
you're
just
gonna
did-
be, then Hui, I've got to tell you, if you're gonna be doing our line of business, sometimes you're gonna have to get your hands a little dirty, and you're gonna have to do some things that you really don't fucking want to.
He is gonna take like a moment to think, and then you kind of like see him pondering about money because of the stupidly greedy look on his face. I think he's gonna like nod, but then type, "Okay, but no kill if not necessary."
No kill if not necessary.
Breaking arms and legs, though. You're fine with that, right?
Yeah, we didn't kill that guy.
He nods. He has asserts
And
that they didn't kill him.
And we paid them the man's medical bills as well. Like, sometimes when we do those kind of things, we don't have to lose ourselves. We can remain a touch civil.
Cheers, says Rado.
He
That's a glass.
I'm just seeing like you looking over and like, what did I fucking say, Rado?
So, takes another drink. Like, oh god.
he will not. Hui will not, and type. I understand. I see it better now. I am. I will follow you, Captain. He says.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. I like the way that sounds. Did you hear that, Rado?
No, wait. This was not a captain of the ship. This was a. Forget about it. Don't worry.
You're drunk.
Cool. I like that. Yeah, that works in character great. Your phone pings again. Another message
Oh.
from that same person.
What does it say?
I'm the man in the cape. Accept the request.
Man in the cave. I look around.
There's no one in a cape in here.
I think he needs another HT check at this point.
Yeah. Well, no, they cut me off, so it wouldn't be
Yeah,
increasingly getting.
You're not drinking more, but you're already pretty sloshed. I don't need another HT check, I don't think, but you'll probably be asleep in the next hour or so anyway.
He will get very like since he's that drunk, he'd probably be like, ah, fuck it, and just click yes, as he makes it like sure that Alexi can see as well.
He's
Well,
going for
Lexi, he just said to the Norwegian prince after making a business deal with you.
yeah. I agree. He's like, oh fine, god damn it, I will accept. Here's my information, and it pings
Well, no, it
across.
was just asking to confirm that he was you, right? Like, you said DNA, so just put his fingerprint.
It's already stored in your computer. You just need to share it to activate the transaction. And you share it, and then it pings, and it is an ownership share in a spaceship.
The man in the cape. Oh my God.
The ASND Interstellar Light Freighter. Your ship seems to be
He's gonna look at Alexi confused.
A spaceship named Desire.
a spaceship named Desire. It seems to be Tima's old share.
Yeah. Apparently, Tima just fucked off.
Oh, yeah, there we go. You bought it. Bought Teamer's share off of him.
He's gonna send Timur a message. What the fuck? WTF?
You get the few dots for a while,
And then nothing.
and then nothing.
Well, everybody here seemed to know him, but I guess it'd be sad if I really knew him. Anyhow, sorry about the mess in your apartment, guys.
It's near bother really. We've cleaned up worse. Should have seen the mess when this one was born, though that wasn't in that apartment.
So I got something I want to talk to you about, Rado. Can we talk in private?
Aye, lad.
I'm gonna go talk to Rado here away.
To the swill mixing room.
Please. I thought he was asking for Huey to leave, so he was gonna go stand up and type to the next bar.
You do that, Hui. You do that.
Huey's gonna wake up on like a trash barge, heading
Yeah.
heading across the ocean. Not again, Barney Gumble style. It's time for another quick break because I need more liquid. And I am the god, and I decide the break times. Unless, Bionic Eye Girl, you will wake up. Things look different, clearer. It's strange. You feel groggy. In fact, you feel like crap altogether.
I actually probably feel pretty good coming out of it.
I'm not super sure about that. You just took 13 points of damage. So you will be waking up at 0 HP.
But with a lot of drugs in me.
A lot of drugs in you. It'll be a month before you're fully recovered. But you'll be back on your feet in 24 hours. And yeah, we'll cut there and then
Break.
break. Come back with Gina and
Break.
Silver. Break. I'll count it again when I unmuted myself. We're back. Hey brother, so what do you want to talk about?
Oh, well, I'm buying a warehouse.
No
On the docks.
Shit. Nice.
Yeah, and I need to be running a legitimate business out of it, but I don't have the time to be running a legitimate business.
I got ya. What's the vig like?
I haven't worked out the details, but
I trust you,
you're
brother.
gonna. All right. So you're in?
I'm in. He's already holding his
Alright.
hand out.
Yeah. Shake his hand.
You do the traditional space traveler shake on it,
Yeah, whatever that is.
and he nods. Yeah, you know, brother, I think I trust you more since you lost your memories.
Well, that doesn't speak well.
Not of your past self, but present day, Alexei. I like having him around a lot. And then he goes back to mixing his filth beer. Like, has a taste, grabs the bottle of antifreeze. It's like, I need sweetening up.
Oh my god. Never offer me one of those.
Do you want a taste? He holds the ladle out.
No.
Fair dues.
Alright.
All right. Well, you can, I guess, go back to Gina and I. All our delivery driver is lost.
If nothing else, it'll make them arrive.
Yeah, of course.
Summon
That's
him.
not east, you fool. That's west. Don't go west. We're east.
You'd be coming too.
I mean, yeah. I'll just go. Is Gina there?
Yeah, Gina, you're probably sat in this room waiting for her.
Hey. You.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
I feel funky.
Mm-hmm. They said you might be feeling kind of loopy.
I think I killed a lot of people with a knife.
Yeah. You might have a problem there.
I think I killed a lot of kids with a knife.
No, there was just the one guy.
Oh, that guy. Did I kill him with a knife too?
She has a concerned look as she puts two and two together. Ah. You're starting to get your memories back?
I don't know. But I know one thing. I shouldn't have ate before I went in surgery, and I think I'm gonna throw up on you.
You managed to, yeah. You're not close enough that it splashes on you or anything, Gina. But she definitely.
I think she was saying she throws up on me.
Fair enough. Yeah. She is talking quiet, so you'd probably leaned in close.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Oh my! Ah! She heads out looking for somewhere to clean it off.
Monobrow gives you a damp rag.
She's been here long enough to know which way the restroom is.
Yeah, points to the bathroom. Comes in, looks at you, holds like a tray of pills. And
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
And
Nod.
says hors d'oeuvres.
Or hors d'oeuvres? Hands you a glass of water.
I'll just take them like a champ. I probably don't even use the water. Oh no, after surgery you're really thirsty, so you... Yeah, no.
Glug glug glug.
Glug, glug, glug.
And you probably get kicked out shortly after, like as soon as you're able to stand, but you're still moving at like half move and dodge.
Do they
On
at least like
Python.
throw in a wheelchair or something?
Uh,
Crutches?
crutches.
I guess it was eye surgery, so it's not like you.
Yeah, no, you're just wobbly. Need to hold Gina's hand, pretty much. Do you have Alexi come and pick you up? He's been drinking. He might not know that drinking and driving's bad.
I
That's
think we can call a taxi for this.
Fly all the
instance.
time.
yeah.
Yeah, you call an Uber. Rodney, call me an Uber.
Wait, no, Gina's here. Like, yeah, we call a cab.
Hmm. And you get taken back to the apartments. Everything looked cool and weird. Silver. And you start to see functionality that you can bring in. Overlays and what have you.
Okay, so like
Good
it's,
shit. Night vision.
is it connecting to my computer? Or
Yeah. It's hooked up.
I still have to mess with it on my phone. But yeah, cool.
No,
It's in my eyes
you've got
now.
direct brain control to your eyes.
Oh, okay. So, but just the eye functionality. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna just start. I think I'm still on. I'm on some pretty heavy shit, right?
Yeah, it technically be a. It doesn't really work doing the injury calculation when we use conditional injury. We could pretty much just account for the.
I've been in through major surgery again. I remember kind of what it's like because that's what they kind of got you on.
4 weeks recovery
Yeah.
time. In fact, yeah, I'm saying things look weird. I don't think you're allowed to open your eyes yet. You're probably
Yeah, I'm
wearing
probably blindfolded.
blindfolded, and you've got to leave that on for like 4 days or some shit.
Actually, this is the perfect time to roll a thing I think I have.
Oh, this kind of would be cool.
Oh wait, no, I definitely have this. I'm moving like a champ.
Mm. Mm. I feel like you bang into walls and stuff still, but then like when someone tosses something across the room, you grab it in midair.
Can they just like hook up a headlight for her and attach that camera to her, whatever?
I mean, that's what my eyes are. I
Yeah,
think it's the
actually.
neural.
Although I guess she doesn't have it. Does she have an external connection?
Yeah, there's
Not
an
yet.
ex.
Or yeah, I do.
You could just wear your camera phone as a seeing eye camera phone.
Yeah,
I think
so
for now she's just gonna be like, "Can I go stay with the cats? Can we hang out for a bit? That vacation was nice. Can we just hang out?"
We're gonna get you back to the bed. Let's go home.
No, not the murder room bed with the cats.
I'm not going all the way to the ship.
I want.
Fine. Let's go to the cats. Gets in the cab and gives him the address for our apartment.
she's asleep by the time you arrive.
Like I'm just passed the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah, you do not wake up with the cats.
Forgot all about asking for the cats in general.
Oh yeah, I will remember none of this.
I feel like it's probably a good time for a time skip. Honestly. It will not be an instant transaction, the apartment and the dock. The dock's gonna be a bit quicker, but the apartment could take a few weeks.
Hold on one second.
Go on.
Uh,
Oh, right, yeah. Go on. Lee?
Gina did also want to do some real estate stuff, but
Ooh.
she wasn't looking to buy a place. She just wanted to rent an apartment.
Okay, that will be a lot quicker. Yeah, you can get a place rented within a few days.
And I'm happy to hand wave that in the background for the sake of time.
Okay. Your warehouse transaction gets started up, Alexi. Let's skip through this night entirely to start with. There are extra fees and stuff that you find out you're going to have to pay to get it all done legitimately. Rado
Okay.
helps out as well, just with the paperwork and what have you. and you get an
All right.
estimate, and the guys that are doing the dock transaction think that it'll take about 6 weeks before it's fully completed and in your name, but you'll be able to start using it in about 2 weeks.
Sweet.
As for the apartment, that could take a bit longer. That'll probably take about 8 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, throw out the money. Start getting that. And then I don't know. Give Rado like 25,000
Nice.
to just be like, all right, can you get goods rolling through here for this?
Oh, you want... I see. Let me see what I
Like-
can do, brother.
Like give him the startup capital to get that, especially since he's got the building and the warehouse and all that shit taken care of.
It's in a local area as well, so Rado's more likely to know or be able to get in with the dockmaster or a guy who works the docks around here. Yeah, he starts spreading seeds.
Thank you. All right, excellent.
Um. Hmm.
Can I get a fork? All right. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. I dropped the
No
pork.
worries. The fork or the
Pork.
pork?
Pork.
The pork. You dropped your pork. That's no good.
A 5-second rule.
It doesn't work around here. If something touches the floor here, then it is covered in cat hair. I mean, it's already half covered before it touches the floor. But you tolerate a certain amount of cat hair in your diet. What kind of place are you looking for, Gina?
Like 2-3 bedroom place, status 3-ish, so pretty swanky.
Yeah.
Near nightlife. On campus is okay, but it's not a requirement.
You could probably
But I
get
suspect.
slightly nicer place just off campus. Still close enough. Like, status 3, you can be in the central ring. There's this really pointy building in the central ring that's got some very nice apartments in it.
She's definitely looking for the kind of place that's going to charge her way more than it's worth as well, because she has those flaws.
Mm-hmm.
So she pays for the really fancy place that isn't really worth it, but it's also still pretty fancy. She's going to overpay.
Thousands and thousands a month, probably. We've got a gorgeous apartment map that I'd love to just sneak on over.
I mean,
It's got 2 levels, atrium, movie theatre.
that sounds way excessive.
It is excessive. That's more like a status 4 place than 3.
Yeah, like Gina's looking for like a 2 or 3 bedroom place. Most of the status comes from location.
Mm-hmm. I've got other maps. And yeah, you can get a very nice place that will probably still cost, thousands a month. Definitely.
That's all right. That's a problem for next month, Gina.
Yeah, you don't underpay on rent anywhere, I don't think. Unless you know the landlord.
It's also very much kind of a soft overpaying type thing where like she tips the doorman and the person over there and like gives gifts to that person over there and
Yeah, I get
like
you.
the money bleeds away.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it seems like you'll be moving out within a week.
And she lets people know she's pretty excited about it. No offense to this place, she says, lying.
Mm.
Every offense to this place.
Rado was just like, it's a shithole. enough to help you move some stuff if you needed it. But I think you're all here just with like one travelling bag anyway, aren't you?
At the moment, yes.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably everything that Tima left on the spaceship is now up for grabs.
I bet he went up and grabbed his shit.
Yeah.
That is an option for him. He could well have sent that message from the space station. Yeah,
Charter a little shuttle over, put his code in.
wouldn't even need to charter it. Public shuttle flies every
Oh.
morning. Every 96 hours, there's a shuttle up to that station.
Oh, were we docked with a station up there? I thought.
No, we were just
Yeah,
floating.
Yeah, I thought the ship's just kind of floating in orbit.
No, you docked to a station and then your shuttle used its skyhook feature. You are docked to like a big. It is essentially just a spaceship docking port. That is all it is. It's got like a Burger King up there, and a motel.
Its literal only purpose is to park ships on, so that way there's not a billion ships just floating loosely out in space.
Uh-huh. And
It's a giant dock.
It's got a big zero-G terminal area where shuttles come and go, and then interstellar transport for losers, civvies, business folk.
Terrestrials.
Terrestrials. Ooh, nice. It only works if you say it with a little bit of terrestrials.
Terrestrials.
Yeah. Tima went up to space with some terrestrials. Got all his shit. Fuck knows where he is now.
We no more crime when he's not there.
Would you try sending another message after that WTF way?
He's gonna send one saying, definitely, sorry for the first reaction, but thanks. Are you coming back? Haven't seen you in a while.
That one, you would get a message not deliverable error. Cannot find recipient.
So he deleted me, the fucker.
Essentially.
No, he dipped off world.
Or
He's
deleted
gone.
himself.
Oh.
Either way, whichever virtual machine was communicating with you is no longer in existence in this system.
We hope maybe sometime we'll see him.
But you
Okay.
have now got like almost a spaceship's worth share of cash just in your pocket, or in your account way. When you get a message, it says, "Hello, I am a Danish king, but I'm trapped in Paraguay."
Yeah, no, definitely not. But
It might
he'll
be a shared
appreciate buying
spaceship.
the Paraguay King.
Well, essentially, you've got a lot of money and a lot of downtime right now. It seems Alexi's pretty busy with buying up some properties.
Okay. I did bought my part of the ship, right?
You've got a share of the ship. You own a share of the ship. You don't need to pay anything.
Is-
Yeah, no, he just gave it away to you. He was like, "Oh, do you want this?" And yeah.
Nice.
Free.
Okay. So
And I think the rest of us assume that you bought it off him.
yeah, but I still got a lot of money. So I'm gonna buy some resources for to do something on the ship. Some wood, paint, and basic stuff, as well as not sure what resources the ship need. This is gonna be sort of like a reinvesting.
Okay.
Does it need fuel? Does it need repairs? Does it need any upgrades?
It sorts that stuff out itself for the most part.
Okay. You
Or,
don't need
well,
to like spend a part
it's
of it on it.
I say itself. That's already accounted for.
Okay. Okay.
It's just
Yeah,
personal things
ship's
you'd
in
want.
good shape. So Ev, something you might want to consider is, we're all, at least Gina and Alexi are kind of setting up to make this as a bit of a home base.
Ah.
Like, something you could spend a ton of money on is getting yourself a place and transport if you want.
Would places still be available? Like a good he would be looking more for like one of those uh houses that take the whole corner, but more rustic, wooden made.
Good luck with
A
that.
lot
You
of
you can get that. It's obviously not anywhere nearby the city. It's like an hour's drive away, but you can get it.
no, he wants something like that in the city. What would be the closest thing that he could have like a small place in the city, that a small square of land that he could like build something on?
Like how large of a square?
Uh
Like a city block?
There's
Probably pretty hard.
there's nothing,
Not a
yeah,
city block, but like
because of like the
a house block, if that makes any sense. Over here we have like normally a number of houses, but then a big house takes like a whole block. Not sure if that makes sense.
I get what you mean.
Like
Give me a give me
I
a
he wants to buy the equivalent to like 3, 5 houses.
No.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it on
yeah,
within an
No, no,
hour
no.
So this is
of
a
the
One
city,
city.
not a
house with the
suburb.
size of those.
Yeah,
No,
you're not
okay.
gonna find it in the city at all.
ever.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that apartment is status 0 since we had to
Uh-huh.
spend more on the Luke.
You managed status one, seeing as you were spending
Status 1.
cash as well.
Okay. So my status 1 apartment costs like 250,000 for like a 3-bedroom apartment.
Oh, okay. When he said a lot of money, I wasn't sure how much would a lot of money entail.
I mean,
I
you could get that kind of place. It'd just be an hour's drive away from the city centre.
Hmm.
And
The problem is the density of the buildings in the city,
mhm.
not the expense.
Oh, how do you call those that are like the building is not made for a home, but it's like a studio, studio.
Oh, like a
And he
huge
get a
lofty
studio, right?
thing.
Like a whole floor.
Yeah, you could get one of
Yes.
those. Yeah,
He would then want to get like a whole floor in one of those studio buildings.
God, give him give him your special apartment.
pretty much could, but
It's not what he's asking for though.
no. But yeah, you can get that. And it's pretty much. I see you in the real estate agent's place, and they're just like, we can't give you that in the city, sir. Please, please stop asking for this. And then you just catch a glimpse of this wooden floored, huge open studio apartment thing. It's pretty.
Basically, a
He
giant
sighs,
ballroom.
shine bright. I'll take this one.
You're aware of the price, sir.
He pays for it immediately with the credits.
You can't do the transaction straight up, but they see that you have the funds available, and they will start the transaction up. So yeah, you're all getting somewhere to stay, except for Silver. And
Yeah,
I'm
because I figure she's gonna live with like J- James there.
yeah.
Pep Pep.
I mean, she's if she wandered into the real estate office, she'd be gotten the "What are you doing here, sweetie?" kind of.
Hmm.
Children can't buy apartments, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
calendar.
She's gonna
Yeah.
take over. Then she's gonna take over Ev's place because that's the perfect place to set up a studio.
Okay.
We're out of the warehouse.
Honestly, the warehouse would probably be even better.
and it's got space that you could, make a perfectly comfortable bedroom.
Also, I'm gonna keep checking. I'm gonna send an alert bot up for a bounty on the guy who was after us.
You were sending a message to reach
I sent
Daddy?
it. I paid for it.
Was
Yep,
that a message to Daddy or a message to
Daddy.
Daddy? Cool.
That dude had that bounty hunter had kidnapped me and sold me. And in a place across the in another part of the galaxy.
When you came back from your holiday, did you kill Carrick that evening? I know you arrived back in the morning.
We spent a. Oh yes, we killed him.
I think we did spend a day doing something
Yeah.
because we had a little bit of confusion about what days and nights were.
Yeah, but so you spent 48 hours and then you killed Carrick. Or you spent 24 hours and then killed Carrick.
I think we spent 24 hours, then we killed Carrick.
I want to say 24.
Cool, that's what I thought.
Alexi goes to the tailor.
Oh, yes, the suits.
Nice.
The suits are ready.
Oh, and my dresses. I spent like 30,000 on those.
Yeah, you did. And there's a bunch of dresses ready for Gina that she doesn't remember ordering.
I guess I'll pick it all up.
he remembers you. He'll get you all.
I think Gina had hers sent somewhere.
Oh.
No, you said you were going to call him with where to send it.
Oh, fair. Yeah,
That
we should
sounds,
do that then.
That sounds
Yep.
right.
I mean, Alexi does run a delivery service.
Not
I mean,
just yet.
This is some small time stuff, but
Are you gonna start advertising for work?
yeah, it's probably time. There's probably not a lot more we can do until we get off this rock.
Actually-
Hey, Silver, have you heard from your university contact about those sphere things that she paid us so goddamn well up for?
Oh, I only gave her some information on that. We have all the information to find the third one. I only gave them enough information to get them to that one planet where, with the crab and stuff.
We should establish a time frame before this conversation. It will take 6 weeks before you've got the docs. I am perfectly happy to skip 6 weeks. Gina will be moved out after 1. Hui, you could be moved into your new apartment in now. Oh, go on.
Could I give you a 6-week worth of carpentry too?
Actually, before we do that, can we have this conversation at the beginning of the 6 weeks? So that way we can be working on researching that stone, collecting can we have this conversation? It feels like
Alexi's calling a
it's-
group meeting. Silver is lucid and coherent after surgery for the first time. It's
Probably a week
morning. Yeah, it's like 48 hours after your surgery. You are allowed to take your bandages off now. You've just come to grips with looking around with them weird eyes, and Alexi wants a group meeting where he can explain that it's going to be 6 weeks before the doc's ready, and everyone else can say how long it's going to be before they get their houses, etc.
Well, let's have the meeting.
And the conversation's going on.
Call to order. No, I think
So-
you get there and there's obviously libations and
Purple, green, silver, blue.
Her eyes are
Red.
changing colour.
That is cool.
They turn red and then
That's
start glowing bright as well.
That is
Wait,
pretty
starts
fucking cool.
clapping.
I have to admit, I thought that feature was stupid when I read about it, but it's good. Good call.
No, that must have been worth whatever that was paid for.
Nothing.
But you wanted to chat?
I didn't mean you paid for it.
It was worth every penny.
Yeah, so we got this docs thing going on, but now we've got a few irons in the fires, as it were, and we've got to discuss what our next move is.
Well, the thing is we have to go anywhere for us to be able to track down the next orb. It doesn't matter. It could be one system over. I just have to do some math. I only got 2 points right now. I need a third point to be able to triangulate the next location with the hints I have.
Well, if we're leaving, I don't want to leave in a hurry again because I had to leave a whole bunch of stuff behind last time. I don't want to do that.
No, I wasn't saying we leave ourselves behind. I'm just saying that's what I have to do to be able to get the next lucrative bit of, cashy monies.
The location might also be suggested at in the brand on the inside of the cargo bay.
Which we didn't give the photo of, yeah.
And the burn that's on your back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I gave the people enough information to get them first to that first planet we were on where we caused the rebellion, then the second planet we were on where we caused the rebellion. But that's where that path is gonna stop. Because unless there was stuff we missed in there, the orb isn't there, but there might be a shell still left, so you might want to get into it sooner rather than later.
Koi?
We might want to give that information to her.
No, we're going to beat them every step of the way, get the new orb, put it in the other one, and then we'll sell her the information to the last step after we get a couple steps ahead. So she's always on her trail.
Devious.
I like your plans.
So what kind of time frame are you thinking? It's like the blue room's treating me pretty well, but there's nothing really big for
I've
like a
I've
couple
got
months, I think.
I've got weeks of paperwork ahead of me, so
Oh, that sucks.
I'm buying and setting up a legitimate trade business with Rado as well.
I still don't understand why you're doing that, but good luck.
I'm technically not allowed to do any major travel or leave Atmo until this date, like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work.
Well, look, as far as I'm concerned, we've taken this planet and we've made it someplace quite a bit less hostile to us. We've all got some things going on. I say we just have a good time. Do our own things for a while. Maybe we figure out where the next oh, no, for that we've got to go somewhere, right?
We could figure it out if I just sat here and studied all this, but it would be a lot easier with the third point for my triangulation.
Alright, well, maybe I'll start rustling up some work and figure out where we're going, and we can plan a little better than the last planet we fucking dipped out on.
I mean, also the cultists have already offered us our first gig.
They have. How do we feel about them?
Not great. That
I
last
don't like them.
Like, I don't...
But they're offering $10 million.
11.
$11 million.
I know, but it feels like such a goddamn trap. You know what? She says that, and it reminds me that I should actually
Yep.
do this.
Every time someone mentions the $11 million.
Oh, it feels like
Literally every time.
crap, though.
That's
I mean,
bait.
I'm willing to hear what the job is, but I'm not willing to do it like unseen.
I don't even give a shit what the fucking cargo is. I don't want to go into that fucking hornet's nest. Like wherever we're delivering it to is not gonna be good.
Well, there is one other thing we could do.
Everybody looks over at Silver.
I mean, we could legitimately go back to the icy planet.
Why?
Yeah, what?
Why is typed
Which
on the
was-
screen?
Which icy planet? Dutera?
Yeah,
The first one.
Terra, you have a legitimate trading company. They have a lot of gold and want a legitimate trading company.
But it's awful.
Yeah, but they have gold.
I'm gonna choose to fail that one and be like, that's actually a good fucking point.
They don't.
But then we'd have to
that
buy
much
ships. The one problem with that idea is that we still need to we'd need to buy ships, and we don't have that. Like,
We
or
have
they
a
need.
ship.
Yeah,
I
but
do
can
not
you be...
want to do hauling runs between here and Dutera for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah, you look.
Yeah,
would
that's not the life I want to live either.
You're looking at like an 8-week round trip, at least.
Well, the other option is we lease some rich assholes.
I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing while you're healing up.
Well, I meant on that planet. Those guys were douchebags.
I don't know that I want to go back there.
There are.
Devil you
There,
know. I'm gonna say, devil you know.
the things we know about that devil aren't good.
But they love us there. Anyway, it was a thought. We don't have to do it, but
It's on the table. It's an option.
Plus, that doesn't give us our third
money.
location for you to do that triangulation from.
no, it would.
Wouldn't the first point be from there?
No, because that was sending us to the second point.
First point is currently where you found the second orb. Second point is here. Third point could be Dutera.
God damn it.
But you don't have to go to Dutera. There's so
We
many
don't
other
have to.
great options.
I'm just putting it out there that it's a place we know and people we know.
Look, there's plenty of people here who want to get some item off-world to a specific place for vast amounts of money. I'm certain in 6 weeks I can find one of them. That'll get us some money and your third point. Or we can go to Dutera.
I mean, Dutera is so far away and so awful.
That point is
Hoi is
just...
gonna type. We just got gravity.
They're still talking about 6 weeks at least until taking you back to space way, probably. Although
The
if
other option is
go
we
on.
have 6 weeks, and there is a dead guy with a vacuum to fill.
You want to become a crime lord in 6 weeks?
Or at least get that bar.
Is that troubles that we really need to add to our plate of things?
Shrug.
I
I'm
mean,
throwing out ideas
kettle
here.
pot.
Hey, I've got someone to run that shit for me.
You're still seeking out extra work.
I mean, that's fair. Really, I just had money in my pocket. Figured I'd make my money work for me.
I mean, if you'd asked nicely, I could have made it work for you instead. And it'd be a lot more fun.
You did make it work for me. That's how I wound up with so much goddamn money.
And I'm going back next week.
Alright, well... And he thumbs out like 20 grand.
She kind of chuckles a little bit with a bit of a roll. I'm mostly teasing, but I'm also happy to do it.
Well, let me know if you need a ride over there. I can get you that.
I mean, Luke, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I roll a area knowledge or something? Like, what would I need to roll to know a really good spot, like financially in the universe, where we could pull a big job, like a good job?
A tech area knowledge galaxy.
I don't have any area knowledges. Merchant.
Merchant.
No.
I'll take a merchant. I'll take a merchant, like research. Merchant-based
I'll be
research.
I'll roll just straight up merchant to see how that goes.
That's a success by 4. That is bang on
Yeah.
for a merchant-based research. So Canaan is number 1, your best spot for cash in the galaxy. I mean,
Was that the place we went to before?
it is where you came from when you were heading to Doterra. It is pretty far away from you, though. Even if you went off grid, what's its Z coordinate? Minus 6.3, and you are at positive something. No, you're. Yeah, it's far away. But it's where all the money in the galaxy's at. Slightly closer is Libre.
Was Kingdom the weird cylinder one or not?
No, you've
No.
not been there yet, but it does have
we've not been to
cylinders
Canaan.
in it. Canum's got
It-
multiple population centers in the system.
And where
So-
where was I originally supposed to be mailed to? I just want to know.
You were supposed to be mailed to Sol. Canum
Sol?
is where you were picked up.
Where is Sol?
It says 0. I always lose it too. There, right there.
Oh, there it is. I mean, we could always do a Canaan run.
I'm definitely happy to head towards Canaan, but it's pretty far away.
You would want to stop at places on the way.
On the plus
I
side, generally the planets get better the closer you get to it.
I could probably set us up a string of jobs with a flight plan. About like 6 weeks. I could probably get us there.
Or at least get us headed that direction. I'm happy to play it by ear as we bounce our way that direction.
Every time we stop, I would get one more point to exact our coordinates.
Yeah, well, so what I'll do is just kind of bounce my way there. So I'll set up a job where we're leaving in like 6 weeks from here to a destination near Canaan. And
Luke,
then we'll
where was my thing pointing? Like with 2 points, which direction was it pointing? Because I wouldn't have an exact.
That direction.
Okay, yeah, that's in the right direction too.
Okay. Yeah. So Luke, like that's what I think I'll do. I'll like schedule some jobs out. Like it's possible over time to be able to communicate through systems, correct?
Yeah, you can send messages out, and you'll get responses within weeks.
Yeah, okay. So if I've got like 6 weeks, can I set up like a string of jobs that run us to Canaan?
Merchant-based research, or just a merchant, or it depends. Yeah, if you, just a merchant straight up, if that's all you want to do, set up jobs. If you want to do really fancy or clever jobs, I'd want market analysis or research as
Yeah, I
well.
definitely don't have either of those.
Can you throw in some streetwise as well?
Yeah, streetwise as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm
if I do streetwise, I do want to make them illegal jobs.
I'm so shocked I don't have market analysis.
I only
Like
have
really,
so
You're,
many
it's the
points.
you're 13.
it's the smuggling. I made a smuggler, not a
Legitimate business person.
legitimate business person. Like I don't give a shit about the markets. What I give a shit about is that guy will pay an exorbitant amount of money if I can get this highly illegal thing past those guys.
You've gotten in with someone selling. It's only TL8, but it's highly deadly military equipment.
Rule number 2. I don't want to know what it is.
Unfortunately, you already know where it is because you've been in the guy's warehouse.
Okay.
But he's got a lot of shit that he knows would be wanted in various systems. He's got requests from all over the galaxy for various small pieces in his collection.
Oh, so I can make this happen with this one guy.
Essentially, you can find a buyer for an illegal purchase from this one guy in every stop on the way to Canaan and in Canaan itself.
All right, that's exactly what I do.
Probably find a guy that already had an established route, just looking for a ship.
I mean, it could very much become an established route. He will be into it. He'll get back to you we in a month, telling you about someone in whatever these are, Gleaser 226, whatever BD plus 63869 is. These are all can be looked up. The real stars, Gleaser 487, and then on to Canum, which is Beta Canum Venaticorum, a star you visited in null space.
I love that we're using the same map.
I can't remember where I found it. It's amazing. This is from some guy's homebrew universe, and he put all this together with data points from the internet, and he did put it under he said free to use for your stuff. So thanks very much, guy. Who I wish I could remember where I found this from.
If somebody else knows, let us know.
Yeah, let us know so we can plug it because it's amazing. And this guy had a bunch of other stuff that I did not read that looked amazing. So yes. Oh yeah, and also this is like the smallest map you can generate on his website. Like this is up to 50 parsecs out from Sol or something like that, maybe only 30,
Hot damn.
and it's only
Jesus.
showing a certain percentage of stars. So yeah. So yeah, there's good options for you in terms of illegal. In terms of legal, you can deliver lightweight goods from here abroad. Spices mainly.
They must flow.
The spice must flow.
There is one other thing we could do, and I'm gonna, as a cover, we could legitimately play up the rich aristocrat traveling the galaxy doing art thing.
Good option.
I'm down with that. I'm also happy to do the rich gambler traveling from place to place looking for a high roller table.
I mean, those also good. We can do both. It doesn't hurt to have.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I can really has my profile been like boosting at all? Like my rep been going up at all?
Where have you been trying to see? I mean, it's hard for you to gauge, I think. The hipsters are definitely into you. I forgot that you had that social media and you made the art website. In terms of the art stuff, you are getting attention, yes.
Enough that I need to buy at least a level or two of
Reputation.
brand reputation.
Not reputation, but no, yeah, you don't need to purchase anything just yet.
Okay.
But it's getting to a point where you could if you wanted to, for sure.
I mean, yeah, I have enough of a thing that we could legitimately just freaking ignore the like legal goods.
We're the point of the goods is to make money, not to have an excuse to travel, right?
Was to hide
Well,
things.
it's both things. Like
Yeah.
running a space, you, young girl, running a spaceship is very, very expensive. So we have cargo space. We're gonna get people to pay us to take stuff to our destination.
Okay.
Running
Somebody's
your
always
own
got something.
running your own business, you can do your own speculation as well. You've got your own storage space. Let me get to spaceships too.
Oh yeah, we can just start buying shit.
Ah,
I love spaceships too so much.
Spaceships 2 is such a good book. Um, for those of you that don't know, Spaceships 2 is the one with all the trading and stuff in it.
Spaceships 2, Speculative Trade, page 35. And it's gorgeous. You can roll dice for what you find if you're just looking for it. It's got price modifiers for all the planets, and you bid on lots. It's amazing. It's gorgeous. I love it. We want
Well,
to.
we can do that in between sessions, but
Yeah.
yeah. I
Oof.
think what it comes down to is we have 6 weeks minimum time before we actually go out and do that.
Yeah, exactly.
The
And
out of game question we want to ask is, do we want to have a couple more on planet adventures while we do that, or do we want to
this is a
or do
great
we want to
question.
do a time skip and get off planet? I would actually be all for a session or two of more on planet adventures because this has been a good planet so far.
I think
yeah,
that's.
on-planet stuff sounds fun. If Luke has ideas for on-planet adventures, I'm down.
I do. And stuff that'd just be fun.
Oh yeah, I like
There's.
fun.
You guys. So let's cut to a scene here. It's been 6 weeks. You've got
6 weeks. We're just
6.
We're not actually skipping it. We're
Oh
a
shit.
brief fast forward, then we're gonna rewind, right?
No, yeah. It's not been 6 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
okay.
We have been doing things these 2 weeks though.
You have been doing things in these 2 weeks.
Cool.
Before this scene, which is Alexei meeting with the arms dealer guy again, who's saying, I got something. You know, you seem like a pretty capable guy. I already knows you's got a shuttle. Well, there's a piece that's wanted. Just so happens it's wanted by a fella in Canaan. Technically, it's not in my possession right now. It's not in nobody's possession right now. On account of it being abandoned by the army, 2 decades ago. Here, and he points out on a map, someplace in shit-ass nowhere. Abandoned. I got satellite imagery, pretty overgrown, but there ain't been no people there for years. Wildlife might be a problem, though. Got any experience dealing with hostile animals?
You could say some.
Well, these fellas is willing to pay good money if you can go in there and get this tactical miniature nuclear warhead. It's perfectly safe, I assure you. These things are tip-top, made to last, tunable.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And you know, there's plenty of other shit in there. I'll pay you good money straight up myself for whatever you can haul out. I mean, they left that place to ruin for whatever reason. Shifty eyes. I don't know what that might be. Maybe you'll find out if you go there. People pay good money just to know that.
Well, I'll let you know what I find.
Oh, so you're going? Good lad. Love it. Great. And I found a buyer for a couple of my classics. He slaps a couple of like artillery pieces or something in other places on the way to Canaan. But this make us both a real pretty penny if you can get this. Honestly, I'm only asking for like nothing, 0.5%. You find it, you take it, it's all yours. I just found you the guy.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be hunting big game, I think we might have to peruse some of your small arms for some.
I'll loan you the guns. Just pay for the ammo.
All right. Yeah, and then Alexi will start perusing, and I feel like that's something I can take care of tomorrow in the way of.
Yeah, I'll count what you use. And just bring me back what you don't shoot, and I'll bill you.
All right. Yeah, and then Alexi will.
Then I just need to find a way to make you leave behind like a $600,000 minigun or something.
Alexi, when you
Nice.
get back home, there is a $3,000 sofa being loaded into the apartment.
Excellent. Oh, that's nice. Well, I think I lined us up some work all the way to Canaan. But we are gonna have to do a little bit of prep work before that.
Alexi's apartment's not
Oh?
going to be ready for another 6 weeks. So
Oh, yeah, no,
but I
Oh,
like
yeah.
to imagine that there's really expensive stuff getting delivered constantly to Rado's apartment.
Nice.
It's actually probably in the back room in the bar, like,
It's
like in boxes.
it's probably all in the warehouse.
Yeah,
Because if it's been 2 weeks, we can take
Yeah, it's
possession of the space.
it's
just
not official. You can
necessarily
just
on-
have the space.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if half of us move into the warehouse by the end of this.
Yeah, you probably are just like in the office space in there. Really
Well, there-
fancy furniture, a bunch of boxes.
she's been on a spending spree. Of the like 400,000 that we were given, she's probably spent at least 200 of it just in bullshit.
Nice. I was reading more cost of
Like-
living rules again, and yet I should maybe be making you roll your wealth just for cost of living and shit like that, but I'm not. Especially when you're traveling, you're meant to spend more money and living above your status and stuff like that.
I think we're all good enough role players that we've been just burning through our money with nonsense anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, most of these huge purchases I made were just like, all right, well, I've got a shitload of money. I could look at some crazy armor and all that kind of stuff, but it's way more fun to be like, yeah, and then I bought a warehouse and a bunch of fancy suits and a car. Don't
And,
you
like,
have spaceship
Silver's-
adventures? I bought a car!
And Silver's just buying all the ridiculous stuff to furnish the new apartment.
While you were looking for jobs, there was this one extra creepy guy that was like, "I have much Beskar steel. I would like you to go and fetch me a 50-year-old gentleman in return, and I will make you a fine suit of armor." And you were like, "Fuck that, pal. You creepy as balls. Don't need no suit of armor." Meanwhile, Tima's getting gored by some kind of big horn beast.
Wow, that wasn't a side.
Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. And a
But
siding.
yeah,
Radioactives.
you-
You're already
well,
experienced
you right back.
trading radioactives.
But you're right back, and there's all that nonsense getting loaded in.
Okay. How do we feel about going and retrieving something worth a lot of money on Canaan?
pretty good overall.
Yeah.
Not on Canaan, on this planet.
We've got to retrieve something on this planet that's going to be worth a lot of money on Canaan.
What do we
Oh,
got? I can
Boy
pick
is
up?
gonna send a thumbs up emoji.
So it's here, and I've been told that there is some beastly fauna.
What are we picking up?
I'm reading your.
I'm sorry. Actually,
Oh wow.
really? She leans forward, kind of excited.
Oh, and Gina, yeah, feel free to gamble.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. That sounds good to me, she says. Not actually hearing.
Make a streetwise check as well, though, Gina, because it's not technically legal in this city.
I figure she flies over to the other city for some weekend adventures.
You absolutely can do that. There's plenty of commercial flights.
That said, I will also make some streetwise because she does some local gambling as well. Just it's hard to do high roller tables at like the down the street gambling den.
If we find more than one, can we keep it?
Wait, more than one what?
Huh? Oh, are you talking our
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We've got he's willing to pay for whatever the fuck we find. So
No,
We just-
keep one. We can put it in the turret.
Turret
we could.
is news
in-
to you.
Yeah, you've never heard about the
Oh,
turret.
right. Turret.
Yeah, the ship's weapon place?
Our ship doesn't have any weapons.
Yes, it does.
The fuck do you mean it does?
Yeah, you climb down vent C, take a left, and there's a breathable airport in there.
Give me a mechanic check.
And you don't have
As she-
mechanics. What is,
Not you, Alexi. As she's
Oh.
saying this, you bring up your ship schematics. You
No, I
ch-
don't think he brings up his ship schematics. I think he's like
Just goes.
looking up in the up this way, and he's just thinking about it. And yeah, you can see that he like totally sees the entire
Yeah. Vent,
schematic in his head.
but it's at least it's fuzzy. It's blocked off. As you do it in your head, you see a huge mounted turret, seated gunner position. You can see a massive like auto loader and an array of shells as you blink and you remember. But the schematics that you've seen in the past couple of months, it's blank there. C leads to nothing, just empty space.
So he looks up and thinks about it and remembers it.
You remember, there is a turret. You've been in
Yeah.
it. You've fired it. It's loud.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Our ship's got a hidden turret. We were up to much more no good than I think we gave ourselves credit for.
Nice.
I mean, and a mini nuclear warhead would fit into. I think would fit in there, wouldn't it?
They come in shells of the caliber that you fire. It is possible to fit one in.
Into one of those shells.
I think it's a 200mm cannon.
I think now Gina's heard the word mini nuke.
Yeah, but she's mostly looking really confused, and a lot of bombshells have been dropped in this conversation.
I need to change the text colour now that I'm in dark mode for these handouts because they are unreadable. You'd think it'd do that itself, wouldn't you? Oh, good
A
God, I
little bit
just
of
Yeah, you
highlighted
would.
it yellow. But that's good enough for now. The turret turret. Tell me about the turret. I've not written it down properly. You just have to look up the size of a major gun battery on an SM-8 spacecraft.
I'm sure we'll figure it out later.
I'm pretty sure it
I
would
forget that we're that big.
200 millimeter, and you could fit a miniature late TL-8 tactical nuclear warhead in an artillery shell for it. Just because.
That's terrifying.
And if not,
Incredible.
you can fire missiles from any spacecraft if you're willing to step outside and hold onto a missile as you arm it. Anything in space can be a missile.
Well, anyhow, I grabbed a duffel bag full of guns and ammo for this little hunt, and it'll like tip over a thing.
Nice. Nades.
Like pick whatever you want for the big game here.
How big of game?
I don't know. We might want to do a little bit of research beforehand.
Not as big as on the last planet where you were hunting big game. Nowhere near.
Well, that's good.
Well, Luke, you said this was week 4.
Week 2. No, I
Week
did
2.
say. Did I say week 4?
No. You
I
said
think
2.
2 weeks.
2, yeah.
Gina's been gambling. She's come and gone a couple of times.
hmm
What'd she do?
I owe you some
Hui
streetwise also.
will politely refuse the gun offer.
I will punch the beast.
Good luck with that. Oh, you know what? Maybe Alexi thought of that and pulled some other stuff, some punching fists or something.
Punching fists! Check
Or,
it out, Quay. Punching fists!
knives. Punching knives.
Punchy fist.
Oh,
It's like a fist within a fist.
I'm gonna grab some of those like solid cannonballs that fit into my gun, my Tangular gun.
Oof. You're
Which
just gonna get ball bearings in that size. Ouch.
Well, that's what
Oh.
the damage is. So if I shoot the
Yeah, you're
nuclear
essentially
launcher,
shooting billiard balls at people. It's gonna hurt.
it's 1d6 plus penetrating plus.
Ow. Yeah.
Honk.
I'm gonna want a big gun, but that research first should be a thing.
It should.
Look.
Yes.
Not sure if before we go on the hunt, I could give you some rules for what I've been doing what Hui has been doing for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think we are.
It would take a
do
week for
that.
you to get your apartment, but then there's another week of stuff.
Oh, okay, then just 1 week worth of the stuff that he has been doing up there. Just a lot of carpentry.
Show me the carpentry. What are you doing?
He's
What in
taking
particular?
like the whole day. He is making a dojo with walls and everything. Like he is replacing the whole studio to have like wooden made walls. And he is making it like a dojo where he is gonna train, where he has a little kitchen, where he has a little room for his bed and stuff. That's what he is trying to make of this place.
Sick. Have you got? I'm guessing you've not got architecture or anything like that, but this is kind of your bag. So just a carpentry, I think.
Okay, just a carpentry. Any bonuses as he is taking his time and
I don't
at his own
think
writing?
Give me it.
taking his time would be like months on this one.
Yeah.
I think this might be just carpentry.
Give me it
I do
straight up for the design, and then I'll see how long that takes. I'll use
I-
the invention rules slightly.
I like the idea that
Go
as
for
he's
it.
doing this, he realizes he's getting a bonus for familiarity because he's done this before.
Yes, actually. And you would get a bonus from using good TL8 tools as well. So the first day that you move into your apartment, you just kind of like look around it a bit, think, don't come up with any inspiration. Give me another roll though at a +4.
Sure. That
So
would be a success by 4.
yep, you come up with some shit, and you spend pretty much the whole of that day just sketching out plans and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I will take carpentry again at a +2. No, sorry, at a +5 for the tools and familiarity, because you're just like, oh shit, it's all coming back to me.
Again by 4.
Is-
And yeah, you go out and buy a shit ton of lumber, really nice lumber as well, and it's all you've got options, but mostly it will be that bluey, grey, green wood that's available in bulk on this planet.
Got it.
But there's also like a dark redwood you can get, so you can make quite a nice look to it. And yeah,
He will make some nice patches with it.
it will take you probably 7 weeks to finish it. So pretty much you'll be done with that on the day that Alexei can move into his apartment.
All right, sounds good.
And that accounts for side trips to go and accidentally mini nuke yourself at an ex-military base.
If we're doing that, and the next session's just going to be the thing. While Silver's recovering, downtime is going to be doing and selling more paintings.
We should probably wait till Silver's fully recovered before before you take her on any trip to fight monsters.
Yeah,
So
probably.
So we'll
Another
say
2
there'll
weeks
be
from now.
another 2 weeks before you actually do that. 2 weeks of research on the trip.
Then I'm also just hanging out in trendy spaces with my guitar or violin.
Cool.
Like, not panhandling or anything like that, but just, like, more accolade.
There's open mic night kind of things that you find options for. You can actually travel to other cities as well. I'm sure you do take a trip to another city. Because those hipsters were from Kulsa. And they'd, like, if you got chatting to them on the social medias, they'd invite you over to somewhere you could play violin. They're like, oh my god, you're a musician as well?
Oh, I play guitar, violin, piano.
And yeah, they'd say, you gotta come to this thing. It's like an open mic style.
Oh, and I'm totally gonna do one of those videos where I play an entire song on each of the instruments and
Oh,
then splice
yeah.
them together
And it, yeah.
and then put it on This Planet Social.
Give me musical instruments and musical composition.
One of each.
Yeah.
Alright, here's first.
Oh, it's a good song.
Here's the
It's catchy.
second.
The guitar part's great.
Here's the third.
The piano part's amazing.
Here's
Even better
the
than
fourth.
guitar. Oh, and the violin just blows them both out of water. Yeah, it blows up on social media. You
I'll have a
guys,
different eye color. I'll have a different eye color for each instrument too.
obviously. You're still like pretty weak, you're at half move and HP. But you're on so many drugs that you're down to no skill modifiers. Just like FP modifiers. You're very drowsy. Takes you a full day to like come up with each
Recover from
part
that.
and then to play
Yeah.
each part and then to recover from doing each part.
But yeah, I'm basically schmoozing and getting more renown.
The next morning after that group meeting, Gina, Alexei, and Hui all separately see Silver's video in different places because it's been reposted and it's even
Nice.
been referenced on news.
Ah.
Like an amazing
We'll put a
performance.
lot of hearts on it.
Gina likes it.
Added to the like
Thumbs up.
43,000
Mhm.
that it's already got.
Yeah, she'll be a follower.
Mutuals, pal. You get your own followers because Silver talks to you in the replies. You're all starting to blow
Oh,
up if you want to. You've got a private
or
account for
doesn't.
sure. Yeah. Private, locked. This user's twits are protected.
Yeah, Alexi's a smuggler. He's not at all thinking about bringing attention to himself.
You might actually
I
show me the
will-
video once while I'm doing a tour of my pad.
Alexi's
He's
just
just
there
like,
in the background with like
Silver.
closes a bunch of maps and books and like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out, you stupid little bitch! Like, oh my god, who is that gross, mean, little tall man? In your
Well,
last
he's not
video?
gross. He's wearing like a super nice outfit and everything like that. It's
Yeah, in
just-
fact, and with all the tattoos, he looks like king of the hipsters.
Oh fuck!
They all flock to Alexi and Rado's bar. They're like, oh hey man, how's it going? You look awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can give that tailor some business.
Got Oh yeah, give that
oh,
guy
I
a
will
ton of
totally do that
business.
too.
Hook his ass up.
I'm hooking his ass up too.
There is an important note from these first couple of weeks that should be flashed back to. The police are a bit of a hassle in several ways. So you've got a lot of money at least, and Rado's not stupid. He gets you a fancy accountant, Alexi,
Okay.
because he tells you there's going to be questions about where the money's coming from, and you can
Oh,
point out
yeah.
the legitimate shipping business side of it. But that does not account for the vast majority of the money.
No, that was totally legit.
Oh shit,
That
it
money
was
came
because
from
it
the
came
university.
from the university. It did.
And then gambling winnings.
And gamble it, so there are a lot of questions.
So maybe we get a call from the university because they got a call from
Yeah.
somebody asking them.
This happens, but essentially, yeah, you do have. Wow.
It's all this was all paper trailable.
And then, yeah, the illegal monies is what you'll have been spending on those frivolous purchases that you can do in cash that are still like 3k. You.
That doesn't mean we're not still being investigated, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it weren't really those kind of police that I were pointing out were your main problem, although you do get a bit suspicious that the tax man's onto you in some way. But it's the police that Rado bribed that show up at the bar one morning. It's probably only Alexi and Hui that are in there, because you two are the drunkest.
If Quay is there, he probably spent all the time working on his apartment and just goes there to eat a drink.
Yeah, you'll be having breakfast. You can't really sleep in your apartment a minute because it's just all sawdust or whatever.
Also, might be Silver because this has kind of turned into a hipster hangout
It has. So
for this town.
I bet Alicia's doing like really expensive brunch.
She's learned how to make French toast.
But yeah, a couple of
What?
cops.
No, it's probably like champagne and cereal.
Oh, I think we just got some kind of follow.
Did we?
I think we did.
For champagne and cereal, nice.
Ooh, a subscriber. Oh, it's Fluffy Bottoms. Thanks for the sub.
Yay! Welcome back, Fluffy
Gifted a sub.
Buttons.
Haven't seen you in ages. Anyways,
It's been a bit.
Hey,
they gifted a sub to one. GG. Yes, these cops walk in, not looking very happy, and it comes quite obvious that they're trying to put the muscle on Alicia. They're like, a rough place, this, isn't it? You know, we used to do quite well around here in terms of just keeping the peace and getting respected for it. But it's not. We've not been seeing quite the respect as recent, have we, pal? And this is all in local language, so you're seeing it on your translator programs that I'm sure you're running constantly now.
Also recording from my new highs.
Oh, you've got fancy eyes, mate. They make everything so much better for you. Constant HUD. You could read 100 things at once while you're doing anything.
Yeah, but recording.
Yeah.
Read while your eyes are closed. Oh, that's the dream.
Holy shit.
It's
Yeah.
the dream. Read with your eyes closed. No dropping the fucking book on your face. You just fall asleep, and when you wake up, it's on the same page. Ah! But just keep Elon Musk away from me, please. I don't want to be another dead monkey. So, where's our respect? We've seen a bit. I think it's time for some more. About same as last time should do it. Where's your father, girl? Rado's sleeping it off. Across the street right now. Alicia's like, we don't have that kind of stuff on us. We can look into it. I'll just drag a couple of hipsters over to be stand-in cops.
Is Alexi here?
Yeah, you're right here. You're hearing all of this, but, you know, it's coming up on your translators. Well, you better get it, or, you know, we can't be accounted for what kind of criminal elements, right, might roll through here. What kind of issues with the police you and your father might run into. At least until, you know, someone else steps in to pay us the respect that they used to before you and your father caused problems in regards to that. They don't seem to recognize you, Alexi. Or you, Silver. But they do glance angrily at you occasionally after speaking in this planet's local language. Which we said was Russian origin. Cyrillic. Alphabet, at least. And they will start to leave. They'll say,
Okay.
yeah, you best pay us your respects soon. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. And if we don't see, well, there'll be interest on it. So I'd say at least twice the respect we got paid yesterday. Or, well, you know, about a week ago from this flashback.
As they're standing up,
Hmm?
I am going to start like running over to another table and
Hobbling over.
bounce into
You're at half move.
hobble over. Yeah, hobble. You know, as much as I can. Like, walk over and bump into them. And
Careful.
I was gonna try to steal the badge, but I think they caught me.
Oh, probably.
Oh shit.
Almost definitely. Yeah.
Note to self, give you lessons.
What are you doing? Hey,
This is pretty.
hands to yourself. Gimme that.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the distraction, and I want this guy's wallet.
This is amazing.
Huh? Gonna have to
Oi.
bail you both out.
Now then. What you think you're doing? Pair of reaction checks coming in. You lucky cunts.
Oh, what about this? Like, start going for the gun.
Ropes him instead.
He just like holds his hand out at you, Silver, and takes his badge back off you. He says, "Careful, young lady. Honestly." And then this guy turns around and winks at you, Alexi.
Thought I was getting a pinch.
Yeah. And they both walk out.
You know what? When he does that, I'll play off of it, and I'll roll sex appeal to give him a.
What is that crit fail for?
I was going for his gun.
Yeah, so no, he just straight up puts his hand on top of yours and says, "Hold on, young lady. Are you alright?" And yeah, you are off your head on drugs right now as well.
I'm on a lot of drugs.
She just had surgery. Her eyes. And he will. You have got like two massive black eyes right now as well. But your face is a mess, I'm sure.
I put makeup on.
But the eyes look great, they look perfect. And yeah, this guy's distracted entirely. He's just like looking Alexei up and down. He kind of winks.
Does
Away.
she have like big anime eyes now?
No, they're
Like
still
power girl size?
still normal, but I think the really good prosthetics, so they look real unless you inspect very closely, or unless she's got them on an unnatural colour. But even then, when they're not glowing, they just look like really fancy contact lenses. Either way, they're still a tech level above what this planet's used to. So, or at least a tech level above what's available to the scuzzbugs of this planet.
The scuzzbugs.
Scuzzbugs, that's what we call Dean. Scuzzbuglio! You scuzzbutt, Dean.
Okay. Like, by the way, one of those ATVs should be gone.
Driven off into the sunset.
Yeah, I was literally just kind of trying to fuck with them a little bit and cause some trouble, but it failed. So
Yeah, nearly caused a lot of trouble for you, and then you got really lucky on a pair of reaction rolls.
Nice.
I'll not arrest you today. He will pull out a card and pass it to you, Alexei. The one who you sex appealed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. He's like, I'm on duty. Hands to yourself while I'm on duty, lad. And then he passes you a card that's like, Special Constable Harrison's or something. Whoa! Dropped my keyboard.
also at some point, Luke, could I have had my plants get shipped down?
Yeah, Alexei, you probably made a trip, hadn't you? In
We
2
we made a
weeks.
couple on the first. Well, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't have made a trip other than the cost of fuel.
Gino will
Wayne,
have
remember?
wanted to bum a ride to the gambling place, so that's an excuse to be
Oh.
on the shuttle anyways.
But they've got the
Okay.
Hucker, so yeah,
Oh yeah, fair.
not a whole lot of cost of fuel either.
It does minimise it, and seeing as you are staying for longer than planned, you feel like it might be worth re-bribing the dockmaster. You did give him a generous tip when you first arrived, if I remember.
That's fair. Yes.
And also, it's the cats are up there. They'll need checking on. Rudy needs checking on. He's up there. Rudy's
Well, and
just
Yeah.
Didn't you say that we'll have access to the warehouse before the full amount of time as well? So you might just want to go get the ship and land it.
not. You can't land the full ship.
Like
Can't
the shuttle, I
land
mean.
it.
Oh yeah. And if you move in the shuttle, you may as well go up to space.
Yeah. Fair
But
enough.
so, are my plants done yet? It's been a while.
It's been a while. They are ready for harvesting.
Sweet.
That will take a.
Poisons?
Yeah, I think poisons to harvest poison from your plants. One for each plant.
Don't crit fail.
I rolled an 8 to 12.
You've got 2 plants, right? Producing
No,
different
just
poisons.
one paralytics. No, just paralytics.
Okay, so yeah, success by 4. You get 4 doses out of there.
I have 4 knockout darts.
And I'll do a GM check. And yeah, plant's thriving. It won't be very long before you can harvest again. Not as long as before. Maybe in just a week or so. I think I'm about ready to call it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we just do the research part so we can kind of at least know what we think we're about to need to arm ourselves
That
for.
way we can look up rifles tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good idea.
Research or xenozoology.
I think I have that.
I think you do. Or I think it might be archaeozoology or something like that. Oh,
I
that's
think
I have
That's-
research, but I'm going to roll this at a penalty instead.
That's xenoarchaeology.
yeah.
oh,
Current affairs sports.
Sports hunting, big game hunters.
Yes. So there are some pretty deadly creatures out there.
I mean, their rolls are better than mine, anyways. But
well, if it's just research, because I don't know where the other one is.
That's xenoarchaeology. If you are rolling that as well, because I'm sure you're researching the runes
Yeah.
still. That's a good roll. I will tell you more about that.
But here's the research for the planet.
nice.
By quite a bit.
The closest outer character equivalents are big wolves, vicious monkeys, like a kind of like a gibbon
Oof.
baboon mix creatures that can be quite hostile. And the big wolfy things are the scariest fauna. There's also some birds that look a bit scary, but you're not sure how much they like to just go around attacking humans.
Why would you add something like that to a planet?
What's the biggest one that's been bagged in the last, 2 years?
The biggest of the wolf things, it's on display actually at the minute. It's in a museum, and
Nice.
it's like, I don't know. It's as big as a horse. It's like a wolf
Okay,
the
so
size
there's
of a horse.
size modifier
So,
1 or 2.
Dire wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, size modifier 2 is the
Nice.
biggest one,
Scary. Scary.
but they are 1 to 2. The gibbon things are pretty much human sized, a little bit bigger, it seems like, than the biggest ones. Kind of like a gorilla.
Okay.
And then birds are like pelican sized.
Ugh, pelicans.
Well, that gives us some time for everybody to put some kit together tomorrow
Mhm.
before our little hunting.
You want stakes to throw as a distraction?
Honestly, maybe.
Right?
Wads of meat that I can put in my air gun. Just.
I mean, Gina's probably going to go to a sporting goods store and tell them she's going big game hunting and spend a bunch of money on the stuff that they sell suckers.
You mentioned why would anyone put anything like that on this planet? There's a very interesting, delicate ecosystem, or I say delicate, it's actually quite robust because it's such a
Because
narrow
it eats you.
variety of species. Everything eats something else, essentially. Right down to those mushrooms that grow everywhere like a weird moss.
Decomposition is much more aggressive.
There's a lot of there's 6 varieties of one type of snail creature, and then 1 rodent-sized, 1 cat-sized, 1 pig-sized animal.
There are ponies on the planet for sale?
There is not an animal trained for riding on this planet. Although I bet there's people out in the wilds that like to ride animals. But they've not successfully monetized breeding and selling them.
I want a pony.
Hey, Alexi, do,
Yes.
do we have a guide?
You think we should have a guide?
Not for this.
The terrain is kinda. Let me have a look at the. Let's look at the bigger map.
If we know exactly where we're going, I would say no. But if we're gonna have to wander around the woods,
It is wood wandery.
Well, let's hire a fucking guide then.
cool.
Oh, it'll be on that island northeast of Kesis for sure. Temperate rainforest.
Can I get on the like net and find a guide?
Streetwise for this. And we'd say you'd want a couple of weeks before you went anyway, because you'd want Liv to be fully juiced up. So it would have been at a bonus. And yeah, you could find a couple of options. I'll give you more info on your options later when I can think about it. I want to give you like 3 people with different benefits and different crippling mental
Awesome.
disadvantages that'll give you problems.
Well, we were talking about rapping, so this is it.
Yeah. No, now we've got a little bit of homework, everybody, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then on Sunday we can send you into the jungle. The horror.
Yeah, it might help,
Horror.
Luke, if tomorrow at some point we could get those guides and maybe discuss it a little bit, so that way we can.
Yeah, I'll have some time tomorrow, so I will let you know what their benefits, costs, and potential shitness might be.
Sounds awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm happy with
for
that.
sure.
Post credits scene will come up shortly. Thanks very much for watching. We're the Kobold Cafe. Which screen do I want? I want that screen. We had Terra.
Hi, I'm Tara. I played Silver, and welcome back, Fluffy Bottom. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, hi Fluffy. Got fancy new eyes, Silver. We had James.
Hey, I am James, and I play Alexi, and he spent a fuckload of money all over the place today.
Yeah, you did. But today encompasses the span of 4 weeks. Still a lot of money
That's
to
fair.
spend in a month. Still it's a lot of money to spend in all my life, more than that, you know.
Yeah.
So we had Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Gina, and she's lost more money than Lee will ever earn.
Yep.
And I think she's currently letting it ride.
Yep. Let it ride. We had Everoth.
Hello, I was Severod, and I was playing Wei, who is becoming a constructive member of the society in a mob's business.
One of us has to.
Yeah. Someone's got to be, you know, not in prison at the end of this session or dead. This session game.
Someone has to bail everybody out.
I had my post-credits scene ready in my head. Oh yeah, that's it. So it's you know, it's the woods, big trees, redwoods. A little creature hops by. It's kind of like a giant gerbil or a kangaroo with a really long fluffy tail. And then, giant wolf bites it in one snap. Takes a couple more steps and just sniffs, looking over at a big concrete building. Rusty blast doors open a meter only, and trots inside into the darkness. And then the camera will, you know, pan right. You can pan right. You tilt up and down. Always remember that. If someone says pan down, give them an hard slap and tell them it's a tilt that they wanted. But I will pan right to the radiation trifoil and the restricted access military personnel only mossy mushroom grown over sign, and the eerie howl of the space wolves. Thanks very much for watching. Say bye, everyone. Wait, before that, we'll be back on Sunday with more of this, and then Thursday, and then Sunday again. Bye bye, everyone.
Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Sunday.